As you guys can see, I have Blunt Girly here with me. We're about to have a complete vent session. Cause I'm not gonna lie, maybe not y'all in the chat, but YouTube is stressing me out. It is stressing me out. But before we get into that, let's just go ahead and get into the special guest. So shout out to Blunt
Oh,
Girly. You guys already know I am a fan of her channel. She talks about so many awesome things on her channel. Does a deep dive. When we say commentary channels, like she actually does commentary. She's not like a fan page LARPing as commentary. She's not, just surface level. Let me just say the obvious and then get some clicks and
oh,
views off of that. Like, no, sis goes in. So if you guys want real, okay, real commentary, definitely go check out the good sis Blunt Girly. But I'm gonna let you introduce yourself too, okay?
oh, thanks. Oh, I'm blushing. Thank you. But yeah, basically, I've had my YouTube channel for a couple of years now. I'm almost at 15,000 subscribers. I kind of run it anonymously. And I basically just like dive deep into similar topics sometimes that Sandra talks about. I don't know, like dating and all that stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, you go in. Like that's one of the things I really love about your channel. I'm gonna try to keep the glazing to a minimum so we can actually get to venting. But
Oh wow. Yeah.
you
Thank you.
you talk about a lot of different topics, whether it's like dating or different things with like the Black community or also beauty trends, and you really dissect it. Especially that series you did about mother-daughter relationships where you were
Oh
really
my
going
god.
into those conversations, like chef's kiss. The way you dissected that, top notch. Actually top notch.
Oh, thank you. Cause I do try to put my all in my videos, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, you could definitely tell. You could definitely tell. All right, so I'm gonna stop with the I think we've given each other flowers. I think we're good because I could just sit here all day just talking about like how awesome your videos are. But girl, I reached out to you. We were gonna react to something, but it was clickbait, so had to switch the topic. But people don't realize how stressful it can be being on this end of YouTube where you're making content, you're putting your ideas out there, and then some of the nonsense that you kind of have to deal with when you
Mhm.
put yourself out there like that. So like what has been your experience with, you know, dealing with like people misconstruing your words or just arguing things you never said or just all sorts of foolishness that be happening in the comment section.
Oh my goodness. I've went through so many phases of learning how to deal with that. So at first, I was feisty and I would put these people in my videos, and I would roast them, clap back. But then I started ignoring the comments. But now I just leave it up. I've been leaving it up recently so they can look stupid and push my videos. Yeah, people always like they'll just read the title, jump to the comments. It's very frustrating. But I don't know. I try to focus on like my real subscribers because they are the ones that watch my videos thoroughly. I try my hardest to ignore the people that are like misinterpreting my videos, but it's really hard. Oh my god, it's so frustrating. How about you?
Yeah, it's the same for me. Like, you'll really go through and dissect the situation and really point out all the nuances, and it will just completely go over their head. They'll hear one thing that they don't like and then immediately run to the comment section to argue a bunch of things that you didn't even say. So it's really frustrating because it's like,
Mhm.
you know, they'll build up so many different straw men in their comments, and it's hard not to notice or focus on the negative content comments, because I mean that's just human nature. negative things always seem to stick out more because it's like a defense mechanism. You know, when we were, I guess, like uncivilized, you had to be focused on everything that was like negative because that could be something dangerous. So our brains are hardwired to focus on negativity because that's perceived as danger, even if
Yeah.
we're not like making that direct connection in our, conscious. But it's not easy to just sit and not notice all the rude comments, or even the ones that completely misconstrue what you say, because those are just going to stand out because of human nature.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I know. I've looked into that. Yeah, humans naturally, you naturally notice like negativity more. It sticks on your brain more than positivity. So, yeah. I try to like, remind myself of the positive comments. It's really hard though. I don't think a lot of people can handle being a YouTuber.
Yeah, yeah. It's not for it's not for the weak, because people say some of the craziest things, like literally in the comment section. I've had people, it's one thing if people say stuff about me. It's a whole nother thing when people just start saying random things about my children.
Oh
Like,
my
I'm just like, I
god.
had to block a member.
Oh,
I had to hide a member because they said something slick about my kids. I was like, we don't do that over here. We do not do that over here.
what?
Uh, so I'm just like, you know what? Uh, People really think that, you know, people love hiding behind the keyboard to say a bunch of crazy stuff about folks. Most of the things that people will say in my chat or my comment section, they would never fix their mouth to say it to my face. They would never do that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And honestly, I have no issue with comments that are genuinely like trying to have a dialogue, or they have a difference of opinion. That's not that's like that's It's a commentary. People are going to have different comments. It's those comments where you completely attack points I never made, and then also
Exactly.
you try to make it seem like I'm just so stupid, and you say like rude things in the comments. Like, it's weird. It's so weird. I even when I go to other channels and I disagree, which is very rare, because most of the time if I disagree I just won't say anything, or I'll make a video of my own. But even when I do go to leave comments on other people's channels, for the most part I'm just like, I stick to the point. Unless you're being funny, I'm gonna be funny back.
Mhm.
But like, it's just, I don't know. I don't understand that energy.
Girl, I've been seeing your channel. I wanted to check up on you because you've been dropping lots of like, fire videos. They're getting lots of views. And you've been getting lots of trolls. I've been seeing them and haters on your community tab. And I've been wanting to cuss them out. But I'm like, let me not. Because I don't know if that's okay with you. I'm like, I don't know. Let me not act up.
No, I feel you. And yeah, it's just like with subjects like the one I've been covering, people are so touchy about it. And when people have an idea of someone, they look up to them or they prop them up on a pedestal. Anytime you give a criticism about them, they're just gonna crash out. It doesn't matter. Like, if you make a video being critical of like Nicki Minaj, make a
Hmm.
video critical of Cardi B or Rihanna or anybody, their fans
Their
are
fan
going to
base.
just, they're going to lock in and just say the most outrageous things in in the comment section.
That's so weird. Like fan bases will always be weird to me. Like this person does not know you. Like why are you going so hard? Like I don't know. Like that's crazy. Like celebrities are going to get critiqued. So I don't know.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's very interesting, to be honest. Um but yeah, this series that I'm doing is definitely not popular. It is not popular. And so what I find so funny is, and I know you get these comments too, where people be like, "Oh, you're just clout chasing. You're just clout chasing." That's one of their favorite
What does that
comments.
mean?
basically it's a deflection for, hey, you're talking about somebody that I perceive as more important or more popular than you in order to get views. That's what they're saying. Like, oh, you're just talking negatively about this to get views on your channel. But the funny thing about it is these same people will not go to the channels that speak positively about folks. These same
I
people, right?
know.
So, for instance, with the situation I'm talking about right now, they're not going to ABBA fan pages and telling them that they're clout chasing by posting positively about ABBA. But they'll run to my channel and say I'm clout chasing, even though it's more popular to talk positively and defend him. So it's funny, but I really don't want to talk about the whole ABBA thing. I don't want. I need my brain needs a break because I feel like that. I don't know if you've seen that meme from like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia with the guy, and he's like he has like all the papers on the wall and the like string attaching like all the different details together, and he looks crazy and he's trying to like explain. I don't know if you saw that meme before, but that's how I feel going through all of this stuff, and I need a break from it because these people are stressing me out.
Girl, I bet. Like, girl, it was stressing me out. I'm like, how is she doing this? Oh, YouTube is, it can be very draining, okay? Especially people and their fan bases. But you said you didn't want to talk about it, so we could change the subject.
Well, I mean, we could talk about like the general of it. I just don't want to talk
Mhm.
about that situation in particular. It's just too much. But yeah, it can be so draining, and it's like um it's cool that we get to make money talking about different things and sharing our points of views. So I'm not saying like, oh my God, I hate YouTube or things like that. Like, no, I love
Yeah.
the fact that I'm able to make income, expressing myself and sharing my point of view. But with any job or with any career, there's going to be ups and downs. And it's okay to vent about the downs. Like,
Yeah, why do I feel like we're like coworkers venting in the break room about our job? That's what it's giving.
that's exactly what it is.
So they drained us.
Oh my God. But I want to talk about some of the comments that I get that are the most like laughable and just so stupid. I know you get these comments too. The folks getting
Okay.
out here and saying, "Oh my God, I'm unsubscribing." Girl, how many times do you get that comment in your videos? Oh my God, I'm unsubscribing.
A lot. I feel like subscribers, no shade. I still love my subs, but a lot of them can be bipolar. Like they love me one day, they hate me the next. That's what I notice. But yeah, the show still goes on if they unsubscribe. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be honest. I think most of the people that type "I'm unsubscribing" were never subscribed.
You think so?
I really do. I think that not all, obviously, but I do think that a lot of the folks that get out here and be like, "I'm unsubscribing." Sorry, my son's throwing a little fit. He's dad is on dad duty right now, so I could do the live stream. But I do think that a lot of the people that will get in there and just be like, "I'm unsubscribing," were never actually subscribed, because if I look at my analytics right after they comment, my subscriber count does not change.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I never thought about it like that. They just want to mess with you.
Yeah, like I really feel like they're saying that to like make you feel like you shouldn't talk about these things so that you lose subscribers, or I feel
Oh.
like they're also putting that there to, because there are some people that will click on a video and they'll immediately go to the comment section to see how they feel about it. Like I honestly believe that we live in a world full of NPCs, like non-playable characters, because they will click a video, immediately read the comments, and then have an opinion about the video. And that's why
Oh,
a
I
lot of the
noticed that.
times, right, that's why a lot of times their comments don't make any damn sense. Like the video you did about Beyonce. Oh my God.
You read the comments? It's crazy. It don't even match my video. Oh my
Like not
god.
at all. Like not at all. Because like you have a video literally praising Beyonce, and because of the thumbnail, everyone was like rushing rushing to the comment
Yep.
section to say, "Oh my God, you're age shaming Beyonce." I'm just like, are you
You do
serious?
know people age, right? They kept commenting that. But that's okay because that video got, I don't know how many views it has, maybe 20,000, but it's doing pretty good. So, you
As it
know.
should. That was a good video. I think it was so good because like oftentimes like when you have like a channel and you're talking about beauty trends and you're talking about like women and things like that, a lot of the times those channels, and I'm not saying yours, but a lot of times those channels do like age shame or,
Mhm.
do have like commentary that hyper fixates on not aging or
Oh, yeah.
how important it is to be young and look young as if we don't
Mhm.
naturally age. So you know seeing your video where you're talking about Beyonce aging gracefully, like that's so positive. But people saw the thumbnail, went to the comments, the first idiot posted, women age, right? And then they read that
Yes.
comment and then just made another comment of their own. It's just like, are you serious?
No, girl. Yes, I noticed that. Like they copy each other like robots. Like that's why I used to delete stupid comments because if you leave up one, the rest of the stupid people, they're not gonna watch the video. They're just gonna copy the last person's stupid comment. It's just gonna be a cycle of stupidity, like my Beyonce video. So go check out the comment section. They all look dumb. They're not even watching the video.
Exactly. Like, yeah, so people, and I've even had people comment this before. Like they'll get under the video and say, like, well, what did she say? Or, like they'll literally ask in the comment section how to feel about the video as if they don't, like, as if they can't form an opinion themselves.
Oh my god, that disgusts me because I'm an individual thinker. Like I don't I don't do that. But yeah, people just follow each other. I've been noticed that. You notice that when you're a YouTuber.
Exactly. If you guys want to know human behavior, if you want to learn about human behavior, become a YouTuber. Become a
Yes.
YouTuber, get a little bit of a following, and start reading those comments. You will start to see through people's crap so fast. And, when you're on the opposite side of it, then you can really understand like how crazy people can be, how unhinged. Like, I've even had
Mhm.
people leave comments talking about how they want to beat me up and how they want to like I had at least the avatar was a man talking about how he wanted to slap me across the face and all this other stuff. It's crazy out here.
Girl. Yeah, that's why I stay anonymous. You're crazy for showing your face. Like that's crazy, but I respect you for that
Well,
because
we
I
live in
could never.
a gun toting state, so you
No.
know people don't, how that dude had that one song, don't try that in our small town. It's like that. So that's why I will never, no shade, no tea to all the blue states, but I need to be in a gun toting state because y'all not about to be out here playing with me. I realize
Have you
like,
been rec? Oh, sorry.
oh, what'd you say?
I'm so sorry. I was gonna say, have you ever been recognized?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think my channel's really like it's really small. So like all of the, people that would know me, they're really scattered about. And not only that, I rarely leave my house. I'm I'm a homebody at the moment. We don't really go out too much. But that is something that I've been a little bit like eh, about because it's like I want to be because I understand how people feel, right? When they see somebody that they've been watching and then they see them in real life. Like I understand that urge to want to come and talk to folks or try to like
Mm-hmm.
say like, "Oh, I saw your content." And I don't see that necessarily as a bad thing, but it's also like I already know how I am, and if I'm out and I'm just trying to get my little eggs and milk, I might not, my face might read unfriendly if someone walks up to me just
Oh,
randomly.
girl.
Cause, and it's not because I'm just like, don't appreciate, right? Don't appreciate folks watching me. It's just when my mind is focused on like getting in and out of a store, you don't really want to be you don't really want to be stopped because I don't know. But luckily it hasn't happened to me yet, and I hope that if it does happen, um I'm in a good mood that day, or I'm
Mm-hmm.
like ready to interact. Cause yeah, it's just I don't know how celebrities do it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how they do it.
I was just thinking about this today, like celebrities, because some fans will come online with story times and they'll be like, "Oh, I had a bad interaction with this celebrity," but whole time I don't know. Like like Jessie Woo, I think she said that happened where someone came online and said that she was mean at the airport, and then Jessie Woo was like, "Well, I was at the airport, like I'm busy." Like I don't know. It's
It's
just something that I think about.
yeah,
Cause
it's
yeah,
like folks remove like your humanity once you're on a screen. You're no longer human. And then like
yeah,
when they see you in person, you're still that thing on the screen for them. So people, and then not only that, people feel entitled, right? People feel entitled to access. It's like, oh, I've been watching your movies, or oh, I've been listening to your music, so you
yeah.
owe this to me. But it's just like, if they're creating the art and you enjoy it, then I mean that's just is what it is. There should be an appreciation for your fans, right? There should be an appreciation for the people that are supporting you, but that doesn't then entitle them to disrupt your life, right? Because nobody would want to live that way where you're going out and every 5 seconds somebody's coming up to you. You're trying to do like a simple thing, like go to the store, and then they're coming up to you, bombarding you, taking your picture, trying to get a picture of
Mm-hmm.
you looking bad. Like, especially celebrities, they want to get a
Mm-hmm.
picture of you looking bad so they can post it all over the internet.
Yep.
It's just,
Yeah.
yeah, it is draining. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes it is very draining. But what are some of like the comments that you get that you find are the funniest or the dumbest?
Oh my god. Okay, wait. Let me think real quick. Hold on.
Because I already know the unsubscribing
Mm,
one. That's like top of my list of silly comments.
dang it. It's not coming to mind right now. I don't know why. Like, I don't know.
um, oh, one of the funny comments that I've been getting lately, since I just haven't been doing, videos with my face on the channel, like, show your face, coward. They're like spamming, like, oh, why don't you show your face? Why don't you show your face? And I'm just like, if you wanted to see my face, all you had to do was scroll.
They're so like stupid. They never deeply think, critically think. It's just they see one video of you without your face and now you just never show your face. Like they're stupid.
Right, right. It's just like, what are we talking about here? Um, and I get what you're saying about like, you know, deleting like the comments that are just so stupid. I understand like that perspective, and sometimes like something is just so ridiculous that it's just like I don't even want this associated with my page. But for the most part, I do like to leave up the idiotic comments because one, you could use it for videos, right? You could you can
Mhm.
use it for videos to talk about how people are misconstruing or being silly in the comments. But then also, if you want to leave a digital footprint of being a dummy, then by all means, I'm not going to stand in your way of being stupid on the internet, right? Of painting yourself as an idiot. Um but yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to try to like juggle. So, um, let's see. So, like, how is it for you, like, picking your topics that you want to talk about? Like, what's that process like for you?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I just do videos based on like if if I'm passionate about a topic, if I'm deeply thinking about something, deeply analyzing it, that's literally how I do my videos. Like someone in the chat said, "What does Blunt Girly post on her channel?" It's hard to answer because my channel is so freaking random. But wait, how about you? You said that you get your video ideas from like the Discord or something.
Oh yeah. So well, right now I'm kind of taking a pause on that because of the whole thing I'm covering right now. But yeah, in the Discord server, I have like a section that says video suggestions. And so
Oh,
folks will like post different videos they want me to react to or different topics that they want me to react to. And then on top of that, I just kind of like you, like when you have a deep thought about something and kind of going from there and making a video on that. Now, I do like the fact that your channel covers so many different topics because a lot of the time like commentary channels they'll be completely tunnel vision on one thing and it's
yeah.
just like how many videos do I need to watch about this one topic? Like at a certain point it's like okay, let's get into some other conversations. Like I'm so ready to get into the videos that I recorded well before this whole drama thing sparked. I want to get
Yeah.
into those videos so bad because I have like 5 or 6 videos just sitting there on so many different topics. But yeah, it's just I don't know. What is like one of the things that let's do like a positivity and negativity. Like so what's your favorite thing about being on YouTube? And then what's your least favorite?
Oh, okay. I really, really love interacting. Like, if you're on my channel, I'm super engaging because I'm just a social butterfly. So I send all the little voice notes. There's like a bunch of voice notes. Like, I like interacting with the people on my channel, my subs. It's like so much fun. I love live streams. Oh my God, I love live streams. And I really like, oh, I like getting paid to do this. Okay. Um, but yeah, I'm glad you brought up like positivity because like overall, I still understand that I'm in a very blessed position. Like I'm making money basically doing what I love. Like I love being a YouTuber. Like at the end of the day, I may have like trolls and all this headache and drama, but it's still worth it. Like a lot of people can't handle it. A lot of people have left. I would say become a YouTuber if your heart is really in it, and my heart is really in it. Like no one is going to, I don't care how many hate comments I get, that's not gonna run me off my channel. But yeah, I really like editing the videos. And I met some dope people like yourself. So yeah. How
Yeah,
about you?
I totally agree. I totally agree with you. Like, you meet so many interesting people just being in the space and then being able to like share your different point of views and perspectives and really like carve out a niche for yourself. I think that's really cool. And then yeah, getting paid, getting paid to do something that you enjoy is awesome. Like I've been really getting into editing. So like learning different ways to present things, make it look cleaner. Um, I use Adobe, which I hate Adobe, but their interface is so user friendly. But just like learning how to make things look a certain way through Adobe, it's a lot of fun. So even with all of
Yeah.
the negativity, even with like, people crashing out or saying out of pocket things, like I wouldn't run away from YouTube because of that. Like I just no.
Exactly.
You're not gonna scare me off of the platform because you want to talk shit behind a keyboard and not even back it up with like real evidence or facts or any kind of like logic. You just want to talk out your butthole. I'm not running away from this very blessed position, as you said, because
Yes.
somebody wants to say something crazy. Nah, F that.
Yeah. I wanted to say though, because I'm reading the chat. Your man, he said that you get your video topics from him. Is
Oh
that
my
true?
God. Justin Justin's always trolling me in the chat. Like he has to be my biggest troll. Like he's always
He's
in
your
every
biggest op.
he,
No, I'm playing.
but I do get some of my topics from him. Like cuz me and him talk a lot. Like we talk so much and we'll like start deep diving into conversations together, and then I'll think to myself like this will be a really good video, or like if we've gotten into a really good conversation then it'll be like, yeah, you should make a video about this. So I mean it's true, but it's not like 1,000%
Girl,
true.
why it's like we live the same life. That's literally the same thing with me. And a skit me that I had roasted, she, because I talked to my man about everything, all types of topics. One divorce skit me, which she said something like, why does she talk to her man about topics? You don't like,
Ugh.
I don't know.
Oh my God. Like, what do you mean? Why do I talk to my, cause he's my man. like is maybe that's the reason why you're divorced, because you wasn't talking to your man.
He was talking to other girls
Ooh.
online. Sorry. I have to be shady.
I mean,
They don't know what it's like for a man to really be into you. So that's what that reminded me of. Because I get my topics, I be stealing a lot of points from my man. Girls be
girl.
talking about I'm copying them. I'm not copying you. A lot of my points actually come from my man.
Facts. Facts. But yeah, like folks always hate from outside the club, right? They don't have a man. So when you talk highly or you're happy about being with your man or the interactions you're having with your man, they just sit there seething. They're just seething in the background because they have nobody to talk to except, the empty relationships with other women that they have. So it's just, yeah, that never ceases to amaze me. How people will shame you, well, specifically women will shame you for loving your man. How they will shame you for like wanting to be with your man and your man wanting to spend time. Like, how is that a shaming point? Like, bitch,
Girl,
where?
no. They literally teased me for being in love with my man. Like, what? Like,
That's just, that will
you're so
never
miserable.
cease to amaze me. Like, you post a video and you're talking about how you love your man, and they think that's like, ugh, as if they don't have hundreds of videos complaining about not having a man. That they're not sitting
Well,
over there eating
yeah.
an entire bucket of ice cream because they ain't got no man.
Girl, I know. That's why I talk about this topic so much on my channel. I call out the copes. Yeah.
Justin, stop trolling me.
My
he said some
laptop died.
He's saying some Sandra gets all her points from me. My logic and reasoning has become her logic and reasoning. Just he's
Wow.
so stupid. No, like, but to be honest, I'm gonna give my man his flowers. Okay, I've definitely gotten so much smarter being with my man. Like, he is just one of the most intelligent people I've ever met in my life. And I was already a critical thinker. I was already like deep diving into things, but when you have someone to talk to who will play devil's advocate, but then also will bring up other things, and like, it really does help you like learn how to critically think that much better.
Yeah.
I think Justin called it like thinking around the world when it
Oh,
comes to a topic. So yeah, I'm gonna give my man his flowers, even though he trolling me. I have definitely gotten so much smarter being with my man.
is he like philosophical? Would you say?
I would say he's like, yeah, he's philosophical. He's also
Mhm.
like analytical. Like he thinks about the data. He thinks about literally everything. I say like he
Okay.
plays galactic, not even 3D chess. He plays galactic chess.
Oh, oh, y'all are so cute.
um, but yeah, like that's insane. Um, the women trying to chin check you over having a man and being happy. But like that's just like, that's just what happens. Um, once you put yourself out there on the internet in any capacity, somebody's gonna try to clown you for anything. And most of the time it's illogical, but it's just it comes with the territory.
Yeah, yeah, I've already studied how the internet worked before I became a YouTuber. So it's like, bring it on. Like, I'm ready for all the rumors, all of it. I've been through a lot on YouTube, but that doesn't scare me off. I know what comes with it. So,
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Um, it's just, it's a lot to juggle being on YouTube. But like with anything, you have to take the good with the bad. Um, but I think that a lot of people, they start to get the bad and then they just completely run away from it. The worst type of people, in my opinion, to try to make YouTube channels are excessive people pleasers. Because it's like you'll never be able to carve out your own voice if you're constantly trying to pander to people, to make everyone happy.
um, you don't have to answer this, but I'm being a little bit messy. Like, do you have some examples? If not, it's
Ooh,
okay.
girl, you want me to be messy? Yeah, you know what? I don't mind being messy because this whole thing is just it's so stupid to me. Like, folks will straight up run away from any bit of criticism. So like, for instance, let me actually ask you this. So let's say you made a video that I disagreed with, right?
Yeah,
And and I gave you like criticism. Obviously, if it's a live stream or it's a video, you want to be entertaining, right? So,
yeah,
I'm a little funny with it. I don't say anything like completely like rude. Like I'm not out here calling you like a B word or, something out of pocket like that. But I give you criticism. I keep it entertaining. Is that going to be like something where you're like, fuck you, bitch, blocking you, I'm hiding you from my channel?
oh gosh. Well, first of all, ironically, I discovered you because you did a video critiquing some drama I was in. So, yeah, that's not a problem. Yeah, you critiqued the drama that I was in. I'm not sure what you said. You had emailed me, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, it's not a deal breaker.
Yeah.
I know what comes with YouTube. Like, people got to get over their self. I hate that so much. If you don't want people critiquing you, don't be a YouTuber. Like, ugh, that
No.
reminds me of that girl that freaking tried to copyright my video and I crashed out.
Oh my God, that heifer. Yeah, she's gonna really struggle with growing her channel behaving that way because it's like, you could use that as an opportunity to collaborate. You could use that, like if someone includes your video, because I've had that happen to me before, where people have included my video and they didn't like credit me in the comments. I don't go over there and crash out. I leave a happy or positive comment saying, "Hey, thanks for including me in the video." And I leave it at that. Like there's no reason to crash out and say like, "Oh, why didn't you give me credit for da 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 da?" When it comes to something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if they take what you have and then pose it as if it's their own. It's
Yeah.
something completely different if they include your content and then maybe they don't tag it in the comment section, or but they might leave your handle in the pic, like in the frame of the shot, you know what I mean, or even just your face, because even if I don't show your handle, that facial recognition, people are still going to connect the dots with who you are. Because if they see you
Yeah.
constantly and constantly, that's going to make them more curious. If anything, it's going to make them even more curious to try to find out who you. Oh, sorry, my son.
No, it's
um,
okay. He's so
yeah.
cute.
He's such a mommy's boy. Like,
I see. It's so cute. I like when they like try to come on the microphone and stuff.
oh my God. It happens so often, like when I'm recording a video and I'm holding my son, I'll start to talking and then he'll just be like, yeah, 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 yeah,
Oh, I know. I'm like, no, leave him.
yeah. And then my daughter, every single time, it's the funniest thing because I always end my videos saying deuces. Every single time, she's running over here right now because she wants to say it. Um,
Oh,
Baby girl, I know you want to say it. Go ahead, say
let her
deuces.
say it.
She say
Oh,
it?
Deuces.
She's so cute.
oh.
Oh my god. um, but yeah, like every time I'm recording my video at the very end, after I say that, she always runs up and says it. It's the cutest thing. Oh my god. I don't even know what I was talking about.
You need to let her say it more. That's cute. Like on the camera.
Yeah, I was thinking about swapping out my deuces for her deuces in a video. I was
Yeah.
thinking about that because it's just she's so cute the way she
Sometimes.
says it. Um,
Yeah.
I completely forgot what I was talking about.
We were talking about the girl that gave me a strike on my channel because I
Oh, that
used her
heifer.
30-second video.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's gang goofy for doing that because it's like, even if like you didn't tag her name or anything like that, if people are reacting to your clip, your face being on, like, your face is the brand. If you are a channel that uses your face, like, that's your brand. So
Yeah.
even with
She's
that,
stupid.
showing your face is giving you recognition. It's gonna make people be like, oh, I recognize that face, right? So yeah, she was completely out of pocket for doing that to you, and she really shot herself in the foot because guess what? Like, me, now I know what that channel is, and I know never to
Hmm.
include her in anything that I have. Or
Yeah.
if she comes across my feed, I'm gonna be like, not interested, because I don't like people like that. Like, ew.
I know. Exactly. It's like now because I did videos on her. So now it's like nobody's gonna want to work with her or talk about her. And I know exactly what you were trying to explain with it's good to have her face as like a memory out there because I learned that in school when it came to like marketing and commercials. The point of commercials is it's to stick on people's brain. So I got what you were trying to say. I just don't understand that girl's, you know, purpose. Like, wait, why are you even on the internet if you don't want people like reusing your content? Like, that's so weird. If you want to gatekeep your content, I don't know. Get off of YouTube and TikTok. Like, people are freaking weird, bro. That don't get me pissed off again. I already did like 3 live streams cursing her out.
Yeah, but no, like, I completely get where you're coming from, and it's just like, um I think what it is, some people get jealous of
Mm-hmm.
other people getting more from the video than they did, right?
Yep.
So for instance, I posted a video about the whole drama situation that I'm talking about right now, and Stevie Knight used part of my video for his video, and his
Mm-hmm.
video got way more views than mine. I'm not sitting over here seething because his video got more views than mine. Like, that's so childish. It's like,
It's yeah.
you put my channel out there to those same people that you got the views from, so it's still a net positive for me. But for some people, they're so greedy and they don't understand what it means to network. They don't understand what it means to grow, like, start from the bottom and grow up. um
Exactly.
so then they see, like, you post part of their clip or part of their video, and then they get mad because you're getting views and they're not. And it's just
Yeah.
like, well, the reason why is because you have that fucked up mentality. Your mentality is going to keep you small.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. Oh my God, exactly. Yeah, I do think that that girl was like looking back now that I'm calm, me and my hubby, we both came to the conclusion like she was on some jealous stuff because, with my videos, I go deep and I think that that's intimidating for a lot of women because, like what you said, a lot of channels, or somebody said it, but like a lot of channels, it's very like repetitive. I don't know how to explain it. They're just super surface level. Oh, it was someone in the chat. They said like all channels do is like react to things. It's just the same boring reactions, and her take was boring. Mine was different. And I think
Exactly.
that that made her jealous and intimidated. The end. Because that was weird as hell. Like, what?
Exactly, exactly. Like that's why I like your channel so much because you could take a topic that, I've seen people cover a million times over and then you'll bring up something that none of them touched on. But that's
Oh,
because
thank
you're
you.
actually thinking about the topic. A lot of these
Yeah.
channels that are out there, they watch something, they say what they see, literally just, oh, this person said this. Oh, wow, they said
Yeah.
that. And then that's their commentary. And I'm like, that's not that's not you didn't
Girl.
add anything to that I might as well just watch the other person because you didn't add anything to it. And
Girl.
it's so stupid.
Girl, that drives me crazy. Listen, sometimes when I do celebrity gossip topics, I have to do research, right? And so sometimes I'll watch a couple of videos and I'm like, oh my God, y'all are all saying the same thing. Add something different. Like, how do viewers do this? Like, it would drive me crazy. Like, we need more like deep, critical, individual thinking YouTubers because they really do all just copy each other, especially with viral topics. They're all saying the same exact thing. That's
And
why I
that
like your channel.
and that's the reason why I like yours. I have a perfect example of this. Like there was a situation that I reacted to, and I think it was like these three women had went into a Wendy's and just trashed the drive-through. I don't know if you saw that clip, but they were like it looked like AI the way they were leaning into the window and throwing things around. And I kid you not, I went on TikTok and all of the clips that I saw, right? All of the clips that I saw was the same script, but just different people. They all made the same
Yes.
joke. They all made the same commentary. They all brought up the same point. And I'm just like, are these channels ran by the exact same person? And I was thinking to myself, like, is this like an AI person? But then it's not. It's actual people because I've seen them do other videos that were different, but it's just like they saw one person with that script and then they took that same script and then applied it to
Yep.
the same video but just with their face. And I'm just like, oh my God, Twilight Zone. Absolute Twilight Zone.
Yes. I thought it was just me. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just like what we talked about. When you're a YouTuber, you really start to notice psychology, like human psychology. And that's something that I noticed. We talked about that earlier with the comment section. People just copy the next person. It's been studied. There's studies on this. That's what humans do. They just copy each other. Most of the time, it's the higher IQ people that are like individually thinking for
Absolutely.
themselves. Hmm.
Absolutely. Like it's easy to just go with what everybody else is saying. You know what I mean? Like it's easy to say what everybody else is saying. It takes more to go against the grain and think for yourself. That's why I really
Yeah.
liked your video on the whole Tyla and Rihanna thing because
Yeah.
like you took a different approach to it whereas everybody else was running with, oh, Tyla's just jealous of Rihanna, like saying the opposite,
Yeah.
right? Like, oh,
Yeah.
Rihanna has nothing to be jealous of. She has no reason to think this or no reason to think that. And regardless of how I feel about that topic, it's like I
Yeah.
appreciate the fact that you had a different opinion and it's like you didn't go with what's popular just for views or just to do it. Like you stuck to your
Mhm.
guns and you doubled down and I loved that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. No, that is a great example. The Tyla thing, all the girls were saying the same exact thing per usual. But yeah. Yeah, it was hard doing that video because I was like the only one saying that, you know? And I got a lot of hate in the comments, but it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah, it's hard to go against the grain, especially like, you know, because when they flood into the comments with that nonsense, it's hard to ignore it. It's hard to ignore it, but it's like, that you thought about this deeply. So that's one of the things, like, I really try to keep right in my mind, is that I know that if I talk about something and I've thought about it deeply, unless it's a comment that is actually critical and makes sense, um, even if it's a flood of stupid comments, not to allow that to make you second guess yourself, because
Yeah.
that can happen sometimes. Like, you can get an onslaught of, like, somebody's fan base, and they'll say the dumbest things, but in mass, to the point where you're like, wait a minute, did I get this wrong? Did I say something? Like, but it's just like, no, it's just the number of people that are slow outnumber the people that aren't.
Oh my God, exactly. That happens to me all the time. And it's my hubby. He has to tell me, like, no, you're not tripping. What you said makes sense. Because there will be a lot of people coming to the comments playing stupid. So yeah, that's so real. But yeah, you do have to remember, higher IQ people, that's kind of rare. Like, I'm not trying to sound like egotistical, but these are things that I research. Like, I've researched this. Most people are not that bright.
And
So
that makes sense, because if you look at the state of the world, like, it wouldn't be this way if people were actually thinking for themselves, if people were
mhm.
actually, like, critically thinking and not just going with what, everybody else says. Um, yeah, it's just, it's a mess. But it's funny that you go to your man to make sure that you're not crazy, because I do the same thing. Like,
What?
whenever I get a bunch of comments and they're all saying the same stupid thing, I will show them to Justin and be like, did I not, like, was I not accurate in what I said? Like, am I crazy? And then he'll read through it and then be like, no, no, they're insane. And then I feel much
It's
better.
them. Oh my God. That's crazy how we're both doing the same thing. That's crazy.
That's why I said, like, and I kept, like, saying to Justin, I was like, oh my God, it would be so fun to do a stream with, like, Blunt Girlie and her man, and then me and my man. Like, I was telling Justin that I want to do that, but you want to know what he told me?
What did he say?
He said, no, that's gay.
What? I'm done. Well, my man, he is too unconventional for YouTube. He's too blunt. I don't know if I could be bringing him on, because he
he
is
might
not cookie cutter, huh?
he might say something unhinged.
His mouth is crazy. That's why we're together. His
That's
mouth is
funny.
pretty crazy, pretty unfiltered. He's like a goofball too. He plays around a lot. So yeah.
Girl, same. Same. I'm sorry, but, like, I don't think I could be with a man that's not goofy, that's not, like, very playful. That I feel like that would be such a boring relationship.
Yeah, hella strict.
And you know what's so interesting? I feel like you mentioned this in one of your videos or one of your live streams before, but um it's, like, well documented that, like, if the man that you're with isn't being goofy with you, then that means
Mhm.
he doesn't really like you. Like, he's not really comfortable with you. If he's not willing to be, like, silly, or kind of tease you a little bit,
Yeah,
not like in a negging way, but just, like, like, relationship teasing. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. All the girls, they know what you mean.
Well, all the
We
girls
know.
with men that they like and
Yeah,
like them. No,
exactly. But
not
the
the
ones who are skitmies, they're gonna try to misunderstand.
absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Eugene, for the $10 super. You said, I say all the time that when you listen to any content creator, use your critical thinking. Sometimes listeners would get something and regurgitate it mindlessly. That is so true. That is so
Oh,
true. Like, folks need to listen, like, folks need to think when they're listening to something, instead of just listening to something to get their opinion. Like, every single thing that you listen to, you need to run it through your own mind and
mhm.
and think about if it makes sense. Don't just adopt it. That's why you have so many people out here saying the most hypocritical things within the same sentence, because they didn't think about it.
No, that's facts. That's literally how I run my program over here.
Absolutely. Um, let's see. I don't want to I don't want to like keep you too long cuz I know this was like a really last minute thing and we were supposed to react to something different. Um so I don't know how much time you have. So I don't want to like keep you too long.
Well, I like being on live streams, so I like being on live for hours. So I'm here until you're done.
That's okay, cool. So, I actually okay, so I know you kind of watched I know you kind of watched this I don't know if you watched it on your stream or if you had just talked about it, but remember that stream you did and you were talking about that woman who made her divorce her entire YouTube channel? And I
Yeah.
said I wanted
Oh my
to
god.
make a video about I said I wanted to make a video about that. Did you like
Yeah.
react to it like her video, or did you just talk about it?
Oh yeah, I didn't react to her video. I just did a think piece on her in general. I saved it for my
Ooh,
members.
ooh. Oh well, if you save the conversation for your members, then I don't want to bring that up.
No, we can talk about it. I do not care.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna try to find. I'm gonna because I saved her video because I was planning on reacting to her a while
Wait,
ago. Let me. Oh, whoa, that was loud. That was very loud. I don't know
you
if you
want to
heard that.
react to it now?
Um, if you want to, because I know like this live is kind of like all over the place because I had it planned to react to the Eloho video, but then I like was clicking through it to get a thumbnail, and like it was not what she said in the thumbnail. She made it seem like she was gonna play the recordings from her and her
Yeah.
husband, because she said he's a narcissist and all this other stuff, and she made it seem like she was going to like play the recordings and then talk about it. And I was like, ooh, this would be juicy for us to react to. Whole time, that's not it. She was sitting there reacting to other women's stories. So I was just like,
What?
girl, like,
I didn't even watch it. After you told me she like clickbaited, because I
yeah,
already don't like watching her channel. It's just not for me.
yeah.
So
I watched Eloho before like, up until she got married and then she kind of disappeared. I would watch her channel because she would talk. I don't always watch people that I 100% agree with.
yeah.
Sometimes like I'll watch people because I just think the different perspective is interesting. But like, yeah, it's just after she got married and then came back to the internet talking about I'm getting divorced. Um, it was weird. I'm sorry. Like you got on here and you boasted about how your man's buying you this, your man's flying you here, your man's doing this, and now you come to the internet telling us how stingy he is. Like,
It's just, yeah,
oh my
the
god.
bipolarness.
I'm just like, either you were lying or just like, wait, hold on. Make this a 10-hour stream. Justin, you're silly. There's no way. There
I'd be down.
Justin, you're so stupid. Justin gets on my nerves. Let me ignore him. I'm about to put him in timeout on my channel.
Wow.
But I did have that video saved of the other woman, and it was like titled "I helped my husband build just to be discarded and made a single mom." Um, had you watched that video?
Hell yeah, I watched that video. I
Oh
had
my
my
god.
popcorn.
Oh my god. Do you want to watch it together and react to it, or what's up?
Yes. Yeah, that sounds fun.
All right, let me pull this up.
Learning as I get older and I'm
Hold
going on this
on.
journey.
That
Oh, this.
volume is so loud.
Wait, Sandra, this is lit. I didn't know you could like do. I mean, obviously you're Sandra. You know how to do everything. But like, oh
Oh,
my god, I didn't know we could do it like this.
oh yeah. So StreamYard, StreamYard has their whole interface, because like you could stream directly from StreamYard, and they have like their whole interface that you can kind of like add videos, add pictures, add this, add that. Yeah. They make it super easy with their
Yay!
interface.
I'm so excited. Okay, let's play the clip.
Okay, so background, you guys. This is, I forget what her YouTube channel name is. Let me post it so that she doesn't copyright and say, "Why didn't you give me credit?"
Bro, I was thinking like my situation probably has all these YouTubers like walking on eggshells now. Like I'm the example.
I mean, it's just crazy. But let me see. I don't even, because I'm not following her channel. Like I'm not subscribed to her channel, but her videos constantly pop up. So I don't quite know what the name of her channel is. But if I find it, I'll post it in the comments of the video.
Mhm.
So if you try to come for me, uh I mean, you'll play yourself, because then I'll just make fun of you the way Blunt Curly made fun of the other broad. So
Oh, I hope she comes for you. I want to see you roast somebody. I'm just kidding.
Hey, I love a good roast. I'm not even gonna lie. I love a good roast. But let's go ahead and watch. Jesse, you're so silly. Talk about Sandra. I'm your enemy. You can't hide me. Okay,
Wow.
Justin. He's so silly. Let's get into it. Let me know if the audio is like too loud or.
What I'm
Okay.
learning as I get older and I'm going on this journey, your peace is priceless. Hey y'all, my name is Jasmine. Welcome back to my channel. If you have been here before, if you have not, welcome in. I'm glad that y'all are here and that y'all are interested enough to come along with me on my journey of going through a divorce, a separation and a divorce from my husband of 15 years. Today's video is going to be more so talking about the grief that I have been going through and just my experience since leaving that relationship, where I'm at mentally with things. Because
Okay, so I'm just gonna put this out there. Like, I mean, it doesn't seem like her man is some kind of like public figure or something like that. Or, you know what I mean? Like some prominent public figure or things like that. So I don't know. I don't know. Like, you're in the middle of your divorce and you're running to the internet to get like what is the purpose? What exactly are you getting from? Because I understand, like, if your man is like some kind of prominent figure and he's trying to take you through there and all this other stuff, then that makes a little bit more sense. But I don't know. Like, what do you think?
I already know how chicks typically get down, you know, usually by the time they come on the internet. I think that it's a smear campaign against him. That's what this is. She's been left, her ego is bruised, she's hurt. Oh wait, am I getting ahead of myself? Because I already watched this. I think I'm like giving spoilers.
Foreshadowing. Some
Oh God,
foreshadowing.
sorry. My
No,
bad.
you're good. No, you're good.
Well,
Because
that's
we're
what
gonna watch
happened.
it. But yeah, we're definitely gonna watch it, because it's just like, like I said, I can understand if like, for instance, let's say you're dating a politician and their values are marriage, their values are, monogamy, religion, things like that, and
Yeah.
they're cheating on you behind the scenes, right? And they're over here fooling everybody else. Then it's like, oh my God, Justin, I'm not even gonna read that comment. Um, and they're out here and they're making, their whole entire identity is, I'm the husband that doesn't cheat on their wife, and I believe in all
Yeah.
these other values. Then, at that point, I understand, making a statement, maybe not a video series, but I understand making a statement like, hey, this man is not who he's saying he is, right? Like, you're not actually living that life of being this Christian, or
Mhm.
this, like, conservative, I believe in marriage type of person. But it does also get a little bit iffy, like if you have kids, because then it's like, well, if you have kids with this person, now you're putting, you know, their business out there, and that's going to affect your kids. So I don't know.
Exactly.
It's so messy. It's so messy, and there's so many nuances to it. I think the fact that they have children together is the reason why I'm so about it.
Well, yeah, you're pretty much like spot on. I'm always considering the future. Like the internet is forever. So what if the girl wants, her daughters grow up, they want to date a respectable man, and your family is having this nasty divorce online, like your mom and your dad? That's embarrassing. Like, I don't like when women do this because it's embarrassing you, your family. I like to leave people peacefully. I like to try to avoid doing the whole messy, internet thing when I'm done with people. So that's just my style. My style is not what this lady is doing. If you go on her channel, y'all, her whole entire channel, that's what I was talking about. Her whole channel is her talking about this man. She does videos after videos after videos about this man. That's her whole life. Like, he already left you. Like, I don't know. I like to move on peacefully with my life. How about you?
Yeah, no, me personally, because like considering me and Justin, like we have children together. You know what I'm saying? Like we have literal children together, and even like past relationships, like even on the micro scale, you could see stuff like this happening. For instance, like you'll see like the Facebook post where they're like, "Oh, I broke up with so and so because they were cheating on me and they were doing this, that, and the third." And it's just like, you're not like, what exactly is the purpose of that, right? um
Yeah.
I have a little bit more understanding when it comes to, you know, especially if there's no kids involved. If somebody is out here, because that's the reason why I'm covering the whole ABBA thing, is you're out here wagging the finger at other people for behaving the very same way that you are, then it's like, yeah, that person is a hypocrite. Um, and they should get exposed for being a hypocrite. But then once you throw the factor in of, well, this was my husband and we're married with children, it's like, okay, what's more important for you as a person? You know, getting it off your chest that that person is a hypocrite, or protecting the image of the father for the sake of the kids. And it's like, even with that, it only goes up to a point, right? Because if he's like diddling kids, that's completely different. No, put that, he needs to be put to jail, all of that, right? But when it comes for something like, you know, cheating, or something that's just strictly between like the husband and the wife, then it's just like, I don't know if it's worth it for the sake of the kids.
Oh my God. Yeah. These are excellent points that we're both mentioning.
Yeah. So let's get back into the video, because I think it's like only a 40, not even a minute in, and we're roasting her. Let me get back.
Because it's hard. I was 30 weeks pregnant when I discovered that my husband was having an affair and that he no longer wanted to be with me. To say that I was shocked would be saying the least. I was totally blindsided because I felt like I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything to deserve what was given to me and the new life that me and my kids would have to go through. Being pregnant and going through a divorce when you were a stay-at-home mom with barely any income outside of what your husband brought in, I would not wish that on my worst enemy. It was so hard. And I don't know what I would have done if it were not for my family stepping in and encouraging me to leave the situation all the way, and them helping me.
Now, I'm gonna be honest, she already said something that was like a huge red flag for me. I don't know if
Go
you
ahead.
caught it.
What was it?
I feel like I did nothing wrong. Oh my God. The moment I hear someone
Oh,
say, I did nothing wrong, I'm like, you probably did most of the wrong, or you probably did the first wrong. The moment, like, especially unprovoked, right? It's not even like you're in the heat of an argument. Like, she's not in an argument right now. She's literally sitting down filming a video and fixing her mouth to say, I did nothing wrong. That's how I know
oh
you
my
messed up.
God. Girl, I have a lot to say about that. I hear women talk like that all the time. They have a hard time with accountability and self-reflecting when things go wrong. So we hear women always say, "Oh, I did everything right and he still left. I did nothing wrong." No, that's not how life works. Even with situations where the man may be the villain, nobody just wakes up and then suddenly for no reason does something. I'm not blaming her. I'm not blaming her for the man leaving. It's messed up what he did. But um, it takes two. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, no,
But
I
women have a hard
agree.
time with that.
I agree 1000%. And I hate that you have to clarify that I'm not blaming the woman for everything, because it's like, obviously, you know what I mean?
No,
It's like, I hate how we just as YouTubers have to do that because of how slow people are. They'll hear you say something like that and then just run with it, like, oh, so you're saying it's her fault that he cheated? You're saying that it's her fault that he was, it's like, no, like, nobody's saying
they
that,
love that.
but
So
it's
are you
like,
trying to say that it's her fault? Sorry.
exactly. So it's like,
Like, shut
look,
up.
you know, two things can be true at the same time. Like, he can be a complete menace for cheating, but then also you could have contributed to the environment that messed up the marriage. You know what I mean? But the moment you come out
Basically.
the gate saying, I don't know why I said great. The moment you come out the gate saying, I did nothing wrong, then I'm just like, bruh.
That's what most women do. That's why I wasn't surprised. I'm like, oh, okay, this is how every other woman talks. So,
Absolutely. Let's get back into it.
okay.
Helping me to realize the situation that I was in, because it was not easy being with someone for 15 years and then going through that, even the betrayal. You still, for some reason, you're still attached to that person. It doesn't make it any easier. If anything, it makes it harder, even with the betrayal, is what I'm saying. I have to grab my baby. I'll be right back. So I want to go back a little bit. Am I saying that I was perfect throughout the marriage and I did everything right? No, I definitely did not. But I know that I was loyal. I know that I was in love. I know that I was there through thick and thin. I know that I forgave many times over and over. And I know the type of life that we talked about that both of us supposedly wanted for our children and our family, only for me to feel like it was all a lie. It was not real. I don't even know if any of the marriage was real.
Now, she did go back, right, and say, well, I don't want to say that I didn't do, but it's like you've already said that. Like, you've already said that in the video, and it's not even like you clipped it out to make sure that you didn't convey that point. Um, so, like, people often, like, do this. They'll double speak, right? They'll say one thing, and then they'll realize how crazy that sounds, and then they'll go and try to clean it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that does seem like that's what she was doing.
But there is something else that I want to talk about here that honestly, like, it does bother me, especially given the topic of the video that she's doing. And I'm not saying that she's doing this on purpose, but it feels like to me that she's using the baby as a prop for her,
The aesthetic.
video, right? The aesthetic of, I'm the left woman, I'm the woman that was left with the baby, feel bad for
I'm
me.
sorry.
It's just I just you couldn't, comfort your baby, and then when your baby goes back to sleep, go and finish the video. It's like,
Exactly.
I don't know. It's just I saw a few of her videos like this, and the baby is always in the video, and it's like it feels like you're using your baby as a prop to make yourself more of a victim in, or to give that imagery while you're telling the
Yeah.
story. I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way. How do you feel about that?
Girl, you're freaking spot on. I actually commented on that. I'm like, why every video you show up looking kind of just unkept, kind of like just she looks stressed and I mean, I know her man just left her, but like I've been through a lot. It's nothing to put on a decent outfit, you know. Every video is like a bonnet, a headscarf. She just looks very like homely. And then you're absolutely right. You know, us YouTubers, we edit our videos. We know how to edit out clips. You know, my man will come in all the time and troll me. I gotta edit it out. So if the baby is crying, just edit the part out. But you want that baby there. I don't think most women who come online doing this, I don't think that they're genuine. Like I think that women that do this in general are clout chasers. They have very like fake character. So I think that your discernment and your intuition about this is spot on. She's probably just another person just desperate for views. I'm not saying that she's lying, but she's like purposely trying to milk the situation for sympathy. Yeah, because yeah, the baby is like in every video. Like that's so unnecessary. And we're YouTubers, so we know like you don't need to do that. That's unnecessary. It's not a live stream, you know, it's a video. You can edit videos. So yeah.
Exactly. You could start filming now, and then after you come for your baby, go and film the rest. But it's like, oh, it looks more compelling if I'm telling the story while I'm holding my baby. It rubs me the wrong way. And it's like, what's going to happen when your child goes back and sees this, and you're holding the baby, and then you're talking about their father. It's just, I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way. It just really does. But they know that there's a market for this, right? There's a market for women that feel like they've been tossed to the side, or women that feel like they've been wronged by their husband, or getting divorced. Like, the topic of divorce is so
Yeah.
big on YouTube and all these other platforms.
Yes, I was talking about that, girl. This is a trend, y'all. You guys, this whole my husband divorced me, that have you noticed that's a trend? Like it it's not genuine. Most of these girls are not genuine. I just think they're following trends. Also, I was gonna say something. I don't know if she mentions it in this video, but I do know the reason why that could have led to her husband doing what he did. She talked about it in other videos. I don't know if you want me to say
Ooh,
it.
girl,
I
spill
don't know
the
if she
tea. Spill the
Oh, you want
tea.
okay. Okay, y'all. So I actually binged her channel. Like I watched all of her videos, not all, but a lot of the videos where she's talking about the husband. So I know like the tea. um, she basically said that she believes she kind of pushed her husband to cheat on her with the girl he's with now because she neglected him. That's what she said. She said she was neglecting him. She was sleeping in separate rooms, not sleeping with him. And so she thinks that that's part of the reason why he cheated. She said that in another
Oh,
video.
I think I
Yeah.
actually saw that. She said that she was sleeping in a separate room because of the
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. She was caught up with the baby, I guess, but she
Oh my
wasn't
God.
giving him time. I guess she made a video taking accountability, and that's when she like confessed. Which, yeah, like if we're being honest, see, I don't care. Like, I'm very blunt. No conversations make me uncomfortable. But even if you statistically look this up, yeah, neglect is a big reason as to why people cheat. I'm not condoning cheating, but I don't mind explaining things that are like uncomfortable. I feel like sometimes people cheat because it's in their character, obviously, but a lot of the times it's due to neglect.
Yeah, no, I completely get where you're coming from. And it's like, you know, I understand what it's like to just have a baby. And for instance, my son, because my daughter keeps like taking his toy away from him. Bella, give it back to him, please. I know what it's like, after you have a baby, specifically with our son, I did after I had him, I was sleeping in a different room in a different bed for a little bit because I had a C-section, and our daughter was still kind of like wanting that closeness with us, so she would sleep with Justin, and then I would be in the bed with our son, and it was just like I had to be in a separate room because I couldn't sleep regular on the bed because I had the C-section. So I understand, like, you know, you might have that period of time, but you don't, as soon as, if she had a C-section or whatever the case may be, as soon as that's done, like, get back to your bed with your man. You know, I think that a lot of women forget how much it's important to, you know, be with your man, even just having that, like, sleeping in the bed together, like, that's very important.
Yeah, I think that sometimes women can drag out the pregnancy thing, but I guess I can't talk because I don't have kids, so I try to like minimize that conversation.
No, I feel you.
But yeah.
No, I feel you. But yeah, like if you have a C-section and depending on how big your bed is or if you're co-sleeping, then you might need to sleep in a separate bed for a little bit while your body
Mhm.
heals. But, you know, that should not be something that's ongoing for months at a time. Like
Exactly.
that's insane to me, because even if you're like saying, oh well, I want to co-sleep with our baby, well, babies are small, and if you're already going to be co-sleeping, like, why not co-sleep with your man, like, in the bed together, like, being in the having that connection, it's important to the relationship, and to think that men don't need that connection, don't need that love, would be asinine.
Yeah, I think we're saying the uncomfortable part out loud. I think this might trigger a lot of people. So you're saying it's okay for men to cheat?
Like, no, it's not okay. But at the same time, you know, it's also not okay to not love on your man. That's not okay
Exactly.
either. Like, two things
Yeah.
can be true at the same time. That's the part that people struggle so hard with. They just think that only one thing is true, as if things can't be true at the same time. Justin, you're so silly. Talking about is sleeping in separate rooms so bad. Anyways, just troll. Wait, no, you said something else. Women, I'm gonna tell you right now, once we remember what it feels like to not have feet kicking the sheets pulled off, we understand you'll need some more time to yourself. Anyways, Justin, he is just trolling me. I don't kick you in my
Oh
sleep.
wow.
But let's get back to the video.
All right.
To be honest, I feel like I was used. I feel totally betrayed. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to trust anyone again on the same level, honestly, which is very sad because it's not what I wanted for my life. And the reason why I am sharing what I went through is because I know that there are men, there are women, there are other people who have similar experience as me. I want you to know that you're not alone. Whether you've gone through it in the past or you are going through it now, you will get through it. I'm not I feel like I'm not in the thick of it anymore. The thick of it was when I was pregnant. It was one of the hardest things that I have ever had to go through. And if you go through my channel and you look at some of my previous videos, you would never even know. You would not be able to tell by the way that I look that I was going through something.
My God, you want to know what this reminds me of? Like what she just said there. You know how like there's so many like different divester channels, and they will be like posting all this little cutesy stuff about how they got their white man and all this other stuff, and then whole time behind the scenes, she's paying for everything. Whole time behind the scenes, like he's not even like really with her like that, and they're just doing that for views. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh my God. I cannot stand how people will put on a whole front
Hmm.
for a relationship and try to make it seem like it was something that it's not. only to come out later and say, "Oh my God, he was so terrible." But then just a week ago, you were telling us how soft life. Okay, pasta. Was it pasta and crab?
And lobster. That's funny.
It's so silly. Like, you know, I'm not saying you have to be out here telling everybody your business, but it's like, don't cosplay as one thing and then be something completely different behind the scenes. Like,
Yeah.
these couple channels that will get out there and they'll, try to set the bar for what a real relationship is supposed to be like. But then whole time behind the scenes, they're both screwing other people. They're both doing this, they're both doing that.
Hmm.
I can't stand that.
Yeah, it's the social media facade.
Oh my God. All right, let's see.
I always try to put on a face of being stoic or being strong. And I'm realizing that sometimes you can't do that. It's only to your benefit to grieve and go through the process. Do I want to be sad all the time? No. I don't feel like I'm sad all the time. I actually feel good most days, but I have moments. I have moments where I look back and I look at my life and I'm like, wow, I don't understand how I got here. I did everything that I thought was right on the grand scheme of things. Like I said, I was not perfect, but just everything in whole, I thought that I was making the right decision. And it just, when you're out of it and you look and you see what you have been through, you're no longer in that situation. It's kind of like, wow, how did I let this go on for so long? And y'all are going to hear my baby. This is my life. I cannot help it. My baby is sucking on his little pacifier. I wanted to talk about the grief and the three things that I feel like bother me the most, because it's not the infidelity. It's not the betrayal that comes with that. It's not what I thought it was going to be, basically, to put that out there. I didn't think that the things that would bother me once the dust started to settle would bother me. The main thing that I feel like I think about the most, that gets me the most emotional, is when I think about the beginning of our relationship. And I think about the dreams that we had, and just when I think about what we said that we wanted, and it's hard to think about the beginning of the relationship because that's when things were so good. When
Now, there's something I want to talk about with this because, you're talking about how, oh, the beginning of the relationship was this and we wanted all these things. And then my question then becomes, okay, well, were you contributing to achieving that, or were you just expecting him to do all the work?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, it's just, I think oftentimes, like, folks will get into relationships and they'll have like the honeymoon phase and all this other stuff. But when it comes to actually having like a strong relationship, right? When it comes to actually like keeping the marriage happy or keeping the fire going, um, women, I think women, like, we tend to, obviously not all, but we tend to like want these things, but then not be willing to put in the work that actually goes into it, you know?
Yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I agree. I always teach on my channel, relationships are yin and yang, and both parties have to put in work. She's kind of just playing the victim when I already said, she has another video up, saying that she neglected him, and she had other things that she was saying too, but I forgot. So, I just can't get over her holding this baby. It's just ever since you pointed that out, it's so performative. But I guess I'll just
Yeah.
move on from that. She's trying
Yeah.
to really give like barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen.
She's
Husband
literally in
got
the
the milk and
kitchen.
left. I know.
Oh
I
my
don't want to laugh
god.
at her, but like,
It's
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it's not that we're laughing at her. It's just the performative nature of it all, you know? And
Yes.
it's like you said, this isn't a live stream that she had. Like it'd be one thing if it was a live stream, then it's like, yeah, you kind of have to, tend to the baby while you're doing the live stream to get it finished, unless you want to just cut the live stream and come back later. But with you being able to film this, you could just stop, comfort your baby when the baby's cooling, then resume filming. Look at your footage, see what you said, and then resume filming. I do it all the time. So it's just, are you using your baby as a prop to then make your story more compelling by holding the baby in your arms? Like it's just,
Yeah.
it's too much. It's way
The
too much.
plot.
Yeah. But when I hear her say this, oh, what was so beautiful in the beginning, I'm just like, okay, well, what did you do or what didn't you do to keep that momentum, to keep that
Hmm.
going? Because that's something you have to actively work on. You have to actively put effort into communication, effort into keeping the fire going. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like some women just expect it to just happen. It's just supposed to happen. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying.
Let's see. I want to see if she gets into the juicy parts of the story.
I know, right? It's
You
there's
think about the
Oh, I'm
oh,
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I don't know. Okay, there was a video. I'm not sure if it was this one, but some of her videos are really juicy and she goes into detail of like how she caught him cheating and stuff like that. So I don't know.
I don't
I
think
just wanted to say that.
I don't think I have that one saved. I think I only have like um let's see. Which one? Discarded like oh, ooh, I have this video. I have this video. I think do you mind me switching the video over to the other one?
Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah, I don't care. We could stay on this or switch.
Let me see, cuz there were like two videos from hers that I downloaded. Um let me let me go ahead and pull this up. So let me see. Cause I mean she looks like she's wearing the same thing in all the videos.
Oh
So
my
it's hard
god.
for me to like distinguish between the two. But I think it's this
back to my channel if you have
oh
been
yes,
here
wow.
before. If you have not been here before,
So this one is I help my husband. I don't think this is the one she goes into the cheating, but then again, like I said, I don't know what her channel I don't know what her channel name is, so I can't find it. But this one, she's like going into how she oh yes, this is the one. Because she goes into like how her husband, she helped build up her husband and then he left her. There were so
Yeah.
many red flags in this video, like so many. Let me see.
my name is Jasmine, and I talk about a lot of different things. I talk about family dynamics. I talk about
Hold on. No, you don't. No, you don't. You can't say you talk about a lot of different things if your whole entire channel is I got divorced. That's not a whole lot of different things. So that's cap.
I'm
I'm
gonna be
sorry, that's
honest.
cap.
I like low key clicked not interested because she kept every video was about this man, and I just got tired of hearing about it.
Yeah, like you can't get on here and tell me that you talk about a lot of different topics when the entire topic is I got divorced, my man sucks. Let me take a little bit of accountability, but yeah, I got divorced. Like that's not the variety you think that's not the variety you think it is.
the culture, just life, family. I talk about it all. But today we're going to be talking about single parent households, also the failure of a lot of men when it comes to that. Also, we're going to use me as an example and why not to build a man or think that you're helping to build a man and a family. I am pro.
Wait, so how do you feel about that whole concept of building a man?
Oh my God. This is about to piss me off. Like, I can't stand when women start this whole fear mongering stuff. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with, for example, like a younger woman, she's in college, the man is in college, he's not rich yet, but he's working on himself and she gets with that man. I don't see anything wrong with that storyline. That's very typical and normal. And that's how she kind of met her man. Like when she first met him, he didn't really have much, I guess. They were like high school sweethearts or something like that. So now her whole channel is her just advocating against doing that. I don't know. I just think it's extreme. Like, okay, it didn't work out for you. Sometimes that works out for, a lot of people. Like, don't be
Yeah.
bitter.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't
Like,
know.
that fear mongering is absolutely wild to me. It's like, and it basically tells women, not to date somebody their own age, right? Because more times than not, if you're in your early 20s, the men that are in your age range are going to be in the process of building. There aren't
Exactly.
that many men that come out the gate already built, right? So during your 20s, like that's when a man is going to be finding his way, building up a career for himself or starting his entrepreneurship or whatever the case may be. So what's crazy is that these older women that will say this, oh, don't build a man, but then they'll get mad when the same women that they tell not to build a man start going in and trying to get with the men their age.
Mm,
And then they'll, you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
it's like you're saying, you're talking out both sides of your mouth at that point. But that fear mongering, like you said, is just, it's crazy work. um are you gonna say the opposite of it and say, well, men shouldn't get with a woman that's doesn't know how to cook a 5-course meal or doesn't know how to properly keep a home entirely? Are you gonna tell them not to mess with those women because they don't have it fully together yet, as opposed to like, okay, you're both young, you're both figuring it out, and that's perfectly fine?
Yep. Sometimes it's like, yeah, it's like, what do you want these younger girls to do, right? Because they definitely don't want the younger girls to be doing age gap dating and coming after their men. They always talk against that, whatever. But then you're shaming them for being with a quote unquote Dusty because I don't know, he doesn't have a mansion because he's 21. Like, so I don't know. I wish young ladies would like not listen to that rhetoric. A lot of women, I know so many women who have done that, who have when you talk to them, their man, he was in the process of working on himself and now he's like super big. Like Tony Gaskins actually is an example. He talks about that all the time. He's on YouTube. He always talks about how he started off on Section 8 and hold on. I don't know if he was on Section 8. I'm sorry. But he said food stamps. Oh my God, I'm sorry. With his wife, and now he's a millionaire. Like, I actually know people in real life with the whole, like, they build with a man, and it worked out fine. But yeah, that's her mission now on her channel. So, whatever.
Yeah, and I think and someone pointed this out in the comments, I think it's Marcus. They'll say don't build a man, but really you're not building him, you're building with him. But they'll use
Exactly.
it like as if they're the ones they want to take credit for everything that man does. And I think that's so weird. Like, are you literally puppeteering this man and he has no agency and he hasn't done anything to build himself? You want to take credit for everything that man does? I think that's so weird.
Yep.
I would never
Yep.
use that phrase. Oh, I built a man. No, no, you didn't. You could say you built with, or you inspired, or influenced a little bit, but you saying that you built a man, that just lets me know that you're egotistical and a bit
Oh, yeah.
narcissistic.
I was just gonna say that. Like, it just does not sound right. He's his own person. You're not his mom. You didn't raise him. You were just his partner that helped him along the way. You were a helper. You helped him, but build is crazy. Yeah.
Exactly. Let's see. Let's see how she built her man.
Oh my God.
Family, but at the same time, I live in reality. And I know that I'm just one person in this entire world that has an experience. But when you see that a lot of women are going through the same thing and they're saying that a problem is universal, it's worth taking a look at. It's worth stepping back and saying that this is a problem. I used to think that it was just a generational curse or a curse on the black community because I am black, and I know that it is a major problem. It's a major issue. But now I'm starting to see that it's not just us. This is it's going on in all races. It's going on in all different backgrounds, ages. It's being exposed. I'm still pro family and I always will be, but I look at it through a different lens now.
Not her trying to rally the white women too. She's trying to rally up the white women too into this conversation. Oh my God.
It's not a fairy tale. It's not something that should be taken lightly. Me, just to give you a little background, I got married when I was young. Okay. I'm still young. I'm in my 30s, my late 30s, but I've been married for.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God, girl.
What is this need? What is this need to cope with the fact that you've gotten older?
Oh my God,
I'm
girl.
still young. That's like the
We have
grandma
the
coming
same.
out saying, I still got
No.
it.
Me and you be having the same reactions. I swear to God, every time women just can't accept aging, it just like, oh my God, you're not young at 38. I'm sorry. There, I said it.
Yeah, I know. It's that's middle, right? That's middle age, especially if we take into consideration the life expectancy, especially like in the black community. Our life expectancy is lower because we eat crazy food, but it's just like, yeah, like it's middle. You're middle aged, and it's fine. Like, what is this
That's
obsession
crazy.
with being young? There's so much beauty. There's so many things that's beautiful about being young and having your youth. I'm not saying that there's some
Hmm.
like there's. I'm not trying to diss being young, but I'm saying like the different stages in your life are beautiful for what they are. What is this need to
Girl.
cosplay as, well, I'm still young, I'm still young? Like, who are you trying, first of all, who are you trying to convince? Second of all, that just shows a state of arrested development. I don't need to call myself young.
Exactly. You're in a different season of your life, You embrace all seasons. Like, I can't
Exactly.
stand women like this.
Exactly. It's just like, those oh my God. I know you've seen them, but like on TikTok there was this trend where these women that were like in their 30s and 40s would go around asking, how old do you think I look? And
Oh
them
my
comment
God.
section them comment sections had no
Delusional.
chill. Those comment sections had no chill. You would have like literal like 32-year-olds and they look 45. And the comment section was letting them know, sis, you look 45. It was
Bro, every woman thinks she look 20 years younger. You look your age. Like, it's okay.
oh my
Don't get me
God.
started.
Yeah, it's a mess. I As soon as I hear that, I'm just like, oh my God, okay. Okay,
Here we
sis.
go.
Keep coping. And it's not like to say like she's
Exactly.
not ugly, like her skin looks like she doesn't look like saggy, you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
like you don't have to attach yourself to young to just like I don't know. I don't know. It's too much.
For 15 years. And I feel like I didn't have anybody to tell me or to warn me. I had people there, but they didn't. They didn't. So I am making these videos to help the younger generation. I'm doing my part. And it's not to deter you from family. It's not to deter you from marriage, but it's to warn you and let you know that there are things that you should definitely be on the lookout for. Because if not, you can find yourself being trapped in a situation that is not good. It's not good at all. And you guys will have to excuse my baby. He's going to be making noises, grunting.
Like, why not film when the baby is sleeping?
Performative.
It's like, I feel like, because I think this video came after that other video that we started watching, and it's like, you know, you see the comment section and people are probably mentioning the baby, and now you're just like, every video you have to have your baby, like, just film when your baby is sleeping.
I'm so sorry. It's really taking me out, like the whole plot that she's trying to do. She's in the kitchen, barefoot. I'm sorry.
What's funny is that it didn't even register to me the kitchen part. It just registered to me the baby. But when you mention the kitchen, now I can't unsee it.
I know, right? You can't see it.
Oh my God. It's playing into that narrative. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like,
the poor housewife, her husband got milk and left. That's what it's trying to give.
God. And it's like, yeah, you could have, like, you know, the divorce story and all this other stuff, but I just personally don't like the idea of using children as props. That's why, you know, I'm very iffy about even like having my daughter say deuces at the end of my video, because it's just, you know what I mean? Like,
Aww.
That's why I don't really do it, because it's just, it can be taken the wrong way. And especially with content like this where you're talking about a divorce, then it really does read that way. Like, you're using your child as a prop to make your channel more compelling, make people feel stronger about your situation than they probably would if the baby wasn't there in the image.
Yeah, I can tell when people are like trying to gain sympathy, and that's what she gives me, the vibes.
Yeah, I agree. That's exactly what it's giving.
Doing the whole 9 because I'm trying to record a video, and that's how it works when you have children. Just a little bit of background.
No, that's not how it works when you have children. When you have children, you film while they're sleeping or they're eating or they're playing. You film when you have time. You don't sit there and just, oh my God. No, absolutely not. If you're live streaming, that's different. But filming a video that you can edit and you could finish filming later? No.
Call it out.
About me, if you didn't know, like I said, I've been married for a while now. It's been over a decade. I got married in my early 20s. We went through our entire 20s together, and we started having children together in 2021 because we had some fertility issues, which is a whole nother topic, and it just kind of sorted itself out with some lifestyle changes that he made. We now have 3. This is our youngest one. He's 4 weeks old. I want to just talk to the women out there about building a man and the things that you should look for whenever you are trying to find a spouse that I didn't know. I went off of potential. I went off of what I thought that person could be. I went off of words and not action so much. When you're looking for a man, when you want to have a spouse, you need to get with a man that has ambition.
See, she's already lost me here. Like, if you're gonna tell me that, because this might be foreshadowing, but they end up having a business together. So you mean to tell me that he didn't do anything? He didn't have any action. You did everything in the business.
Yeah, he's very narcissistic.
Like, what are we talking about here? I can't stand that. Like, you're really trying to dismiss and minimize everything that the man is doing or everything that the man had done. Oh, don't go off of words. Well, clearly there were actions behind that words because behind the words because you guys did have a business. There's no way he couldn't have had any action at all.
Exactly. Ambition, yeah.
My God. These build-a-man women, they're delusional. They're delusional about their role in whatever it is that they're so-called building.
On his own, whether you're there or not. He is ambitious. He knows how to keep a job. He stays on his job for years. He's not quitting a job before he has another one lined up, because that shows instability. If he's quitting before he has another job lined up, that is.
Oh my God. So Night Call, that was a really good comment. I'm gonna read that one. He's I believe Night Call is a man. I'm not 100% sure. If you're a woman, I'm so sorry. If she built said man and man's later actions lead to you leaving him, wouldn't that mean that you built him incorrectly?
Wow, I'm done.
Oh my God.
That was a good one.
That is a really good comment. You're right. You're absolutely right. You can't go around saying you built that man and then be mad at what you built. This is, oh my God, this is gonna lead me to a whole nother rant. Broads will want to say all this stuff, but then they never want to hold any of the accountability for the fallout. So they want to act like they built everything, they did all this, they ran that, but then when it all falls to shit, it's somehow the man's fault. But they want to
Yeah.
take all the credit for all the heavy lies the crown. That's what a lot of women don't understand. Heavy lies the crown. You talk about how you want to lead the household, you want to be wearing the pants, you want to be deciding all this. Well, guess what? When you're the person in that position, when things fall apart, you are the one people look at first. But they never want to actually take that accountability. That's why, like, a lot of the times with women in business, not always, but when things hit the fan, it's always somebody else's fault. They never want to take the accountability and say, hey, you know what? This didn't work because of what I did. No, I'm going to point to everybody else, even though you're the leader. You can't be the leader pointing at everybody else as why the ship sunk.
Well, they're full of crap, because when they're with that man, like when he's present, it's, oh my God, my man, my man, my man, he's the best. He can do no wrong. He spoils me. That's how a lot of them talk. But then as soon as he leaves, he's like the enemy, the villain. Like, I don't know. That's how you know they're full of crap. I take everything women say about their relationships afterwards with a grain of salt. Again, I don't believe women that say, oh, I did everything right and he just left me for no reason on a random Tuesday. Like, a lot of women have that story. I don't believe that story all the way. So,
not on a random Tuesday. Not on a random Tuesday. Yeah. No, it takes two to tango. And
exactly.
And here's and this is gonna kind of tie back into the YouTuber part. If you have like a situation like this where we're analyzing one side of the party, folks will get in the comment section and literally be like, well, what about that? What about the other person? Well, see, I'm focusing on this person right here that's in front of me.
She came to the internet, not him.
Like, I'm focusing on who's in front of me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like even let's say that both people came to the internet. Let's say that that's the situation that happened. If my video is talking about one party, then I'm going to sit there, I'm going to analyze the one party. That doesn't mean that I think that the other side is 100% perfect or 100% wrong. It's like, you say anything critical about one thing, and then people think that you have no criticism about everything outside of that. It's just,
So are you saying that the man was perfect? I just know somebody about to comment.
Right. So,
like, they're not even listening.
So it's like, you mean that it's all her fault? Is that what you're trying to say? Get the fuck up out of here. Oh my God.
Sound like kids, literally like toddlers.
Exactly. It's the what about Timmy? That's well, Timmy.
Like,
it's so childish.
Is a major red flag. He's not ready to have a family. when a man asks you to build with him, listen, this is one that you need to tread very lightly, because I was years into my marriage when my husband presented this to me. And I thought, what a great idea. Turned out to be a total nightmare. It was good in the beginning, but it slowly went bad. It went downhill very, very fast. Especially when when we started having kids, that's when things just went south, because we started a business at the same time. Let me just take you guys through there just very briefly. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about my situation, but it's very relevant to.
She a damn lie. I'm not gonna talk a lot about, bitch, you have like so many videos talking about your situation.
I know, right? Her whole channel is about it.
Oh my God. It's just like folks be saying stuff and they don't actually think about what they're saying. I'm not gonna talk about my situation. Every single video is you talking about your situation. God.
And she talks in like slow motion. I forgot to mention, when I watched her, I watched it on 2x speed.
Let me see if they have that function on here. I don't even know. Hold on.
She talks,
I do that too.
oh my God.
I do that too. Like I'll watch something like much faster than it actually is. Some people don't like that, so that's why.
No, it's okay.
But I don't even know if I can do that on here.
No, you don't have to. I was just being petty.
No, I
being messy.
No, I feel you. But yeah, if there was a way for me to speed it up, I most certainly will. I watch pretty much most videos on 1.25, and then for the real slow people, 1.5.
Oh girl, I go straight to 2. I'm sorry.
I don't blame you. Let's see. I wish there was a way for me to speed it up, but I don't see that on the interface over here. Justin will have to figure that out for me later.
The why I look at things through a different lens when it comes to family. He's a blue collar man, so he was using his hands. He was working for another company, a business, and I was saying to him, I'm like, why don't you do this on your own? Why don't we just start a business? I knew that he had dreams of being an entrepreneur, and that was something that he really wanted to do. He wanted to go about it a different way through contracts, but I saw a vision that was beyond that. I knew that the two of us together, we were unstoppable. We could have so much more than that. And when he didn't believe in himself, because he told me, he's like, no, I don't think that's going to work. It's going to take too long. He didn't believe in himself. People around him didn't believe. I believed in him. I said, no, let's do it. Let's try it. And we did. It was like that. I went and started advertising. I started doing all of these different things. All of the back end stuff I handled. He did the actual labor.
Oh my God.
Does she want a cookie?
Like, not only that, it's just like you're getting on here and you started it off by saying that you need to get with a man that's, doing things, that's ambitious, that's doing this, that's doing that. And then you're completely negating the fact that he was doing, like, he had, like, not only that, she said earlier, oh, you need to get with a man that has a steady job. You need to get with a man that has, well, he had a steady job, and then you told him to leave that job to go do something else. So it's like, what exactly do you want?
Yeah, I noticed she's all over the place. Like, that's how you know, like, she's full of crap.
Absolutely. Like, and it's not just that, like, she's saying, well, I did all the back end stuff, but he's doing the heavy lifting. If he wasn't doing the heavy lifting, there wouldn't be anything for you to do on the back end. So her minimizing his position in what they built or what they had is just so stupid to me. It's absolutely disgusting. And I hate when women do that. Like, give your man his props. He was doing the heavy lifting. But you want to make it all about you and what you did and how you did
Hmm.
that. I did this, I did that. I was doing he wouldn't have did this without me.
Like a
How do you know
kid.
that? First of all, how do you know that? There's no way for you to prove that he wouldn't have become an entrepreneur or did this, that, and the third without you telling him to do that or inspire or you know what I mean? They want to take all the credit.
I wouldn't have done it without
Yeah.
you.
Justin, you so stupid.
Wait, what did he say?
Go ahead, repeat it. Repeat it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
said, oh yeah, I wouldn't have done nothing I'm doing without Sandra.
Anyways,
Ain't that right, Master?
you so stupid.
His accent is so thick. I had a hard time understanding.
Oh yeah, he has like that southern. He's like a really deep, like southern voice. Like,
Yeah.
let me not think about that right now.
Wow.
um,
It'd be like that.
it do be like that, but Justin's just being funny, saying that I built him and he wouldn't have what he has without me. And they call me Massa. So stupid.
I'm done. See, that's why I can't bring my man on my channel because he be doing stuff like that too. Like,
But I mean, like, that's how you know you got a good relationship. You know, like, if men don't feel comfortable being like their goofy self, then they don't really like you like that. They don't really know you like that.
girl, even on the live stream, my man came in the room trying to troll me. I had to mute it during this live.
Yeah, my man been trolling me this whole time in the chat and then also in real life. Like,
No, when I'm recording, and sometimes when I'm on live, he will like sit across from me and make like silly faces to get me to like, I don't know, laugh. Like, what the heck? He's like my op.
but like, I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, it's just, I don't know. That's how you know, like, your man is comfortable with you and actually likes you as a person. Because, like, most of the
Yeah.
time, men, you know, they keep their guard up a lot. Like, that's what women
Yeah.
fail to understand. Like, as a, you know, if you're a man, there's so much that you have to, like, there's so much on your shoulders as far as, like, you have to maintain, like, your masculine frame. You have to maintain, you know, this type of energy about yourself, or else people will play with you. They'll play in your face. So when a man finds a woman that he can be comfortable with, where he can let his guard down, like, that's how you know your man really likes you. He can be playful and not have to keep that tough exterior, like, the entire time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's beautiful what you said. It's so true. I think ladies, that's a green flag. Yeah, if he's like goofy around you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get back to the tea though.
Okay.
And it was good. Like, it just took off. It was amazing, actually. What ended up happening was I got pregnant again. So our second child is when things drastically changed. We were already doing well in the business, and I thought everything was good. And I got pregnant with our second child. I started noticing things. He was making decisions, major decisions, without me. He was going into the back end of things and not taking into consideration the things that I was saying. I I don't even have enough time to get all the way into it, but long story short, he started moving in a different direction without including me, and it kind of like went to his head.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's just like women will get out here and they'll say that they want to be with a leader. They'll say that they want to be with a man that has ambition, as she said. But then the moment he starts exercising that, you see it as a problem.
That's a good point. I didn't even notice all of these contradictions when I first watched her. Oh my God.
Like, what do you mean? Oh, he started moving in a different direction because he's the one doing the labor. You don't think he knows more about the business end of it because he's the one actually doing the labor, whatever business it is that you're doing? Like, it's just I find it so irritating when women say stuff like this, like, oh
Mhm.
well, I built him and he started doing something I didn't, so you want to control. Just say that.
Basically.
It takes fewer words for you to just say I wanted to control this and he was taking that control away from me.
Yeah, she's really starting to seem like the problem now that we're like breaking this down. I guess at first I got distracted by like the baby, the kitchen, and all that stuff. Her outfit. I felt bad for her.
Yeah, like, I definitely do have empathy for her as far as like getting cheated on and being, especially being pregnant. That's gross. Like, for the people out there that are gonna be like, oh well, see, you're just gonna let him cheat, it's okay for him to cheat. No, that's disgusting. When
Yeah.
you are pregnant, especially if they were sleeping together, like having sex at all, which it seems like they weren't, but if by the off chance that they were, like, you put, as a man, you put your wife, her life at risk, and you put the life of the baby, your unborn baby, at risk. Because if she catches some kind of disease, that could hurt her and the baby, especially like a disease you can't get rid of. Like, for instance, if he caught herpes and then gave that to her, and then if she had an outbreak when the baby was born, or different things like that, like the baby could come out with different diseases, like like it could be on the baby's face, or different areas of the baby's body. So it's like you don't do that.
Hmm.
So it's like
Yeah.
we can acknowledge that, like, the man shouldn't be doing that, but then also we can acknowledge, how you kind of pushed him away. You know, we can acknowledge both things.
Girl, she seems like just overall, I think that this lady is mentally unwell. I think a lot of people that come to the internet with their mess are not okay in the head. But just all of the contradictions you've called out, yeah, she seems like a headache to deal with. The
So
back and forth.
how do you feel about women getting into business with their man? Like, do you think that's a good idea, or do you think it should be something that's separate? Like, a man has his business, and then a woman, if she wanted a business, she has her own business, and keep it separate? Or do you think, like, it's okay to have it together? What do you think?
I'm actually not really strict about that. Like, I don't have a strong opinion on that. I know a lot of married couples who have a business together. That's why I said, like, does she want a cookie? Like, a lot of married people do this, like, where the man is like, I don't know, taking the lead in the business, and the woman is doing like the helping. And yeah, there's a lot of couples where it's completely successful. Um, so I don't really, yeah, I don't care either way.
Yeah, I feel you.
What about you?
I think for me, it just depends on the two people involved, because when it comes to a business, you can't have two people competing for CEO, right? Like, you can't have two people competing to make the final decision on something. One person has to be fine and comfortable with taking that backseat role. But it seems like with this situation, she wanted to lead, and him as a man in that position, like, especially if he's the one doing the hard labor, he's going to want to lead that situation. But it seems like she didn't want to relinquish any type of control, and then was getting like butthurt when he was exercising control. That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, it's very like confusing, her behavior.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Especially since you got on here and said, I want a man with ambition. And then he starts running with that ambition. And now you're upset. Why isn't he including me?
Yeah. Oh my
Girl,
God.
what do you want?
I bet a lot of guys can relate to what you're saying.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We can be
He's
complicated.
Yeah,
Oh, you can go
yeah.
ahead.
Sorry. I know,
No,
like,
it's
I
okay.
always get unsure, like, when to press play, like, because I don't want to ever, like, interrupt you, and I don't want to, like, you know what I mean?
No, okay. A bad habit of mine's like I'm always like running into people when I'm talking. I think you do a great job at trying to avoid that.
I'll be trying. It's, because you never know, like, when people are going to start talking or when they're actually done talking. And so, like,
Yeah,
it's trying so hard to juggle it, especially, like, if there's a live stream with a bunch of people. Oh my God.
yeah.
But I would go ahead and press play.
Okay.
Started like, oh, I'm the big shot basically, and you're down here, I'm up here, stay in your place, is what he was giving off. That went on for a long time. There was one particular decision that was made that cost us a lot, but the problem was that I tried to warn him before he did it. I was so adamant about not doing it. And guess what? He did it anyway. There is nothing worse when you have enough foresight to see that something is going to happen and it's not going to be good. And you try to warn the person that you love that they shouldn't do it. But they do it despite your warnings, despite what you're saying. So it breaks the trust between you two.
Oh my God, there's something I really want to say about this. And I wouldn't be surprised if she was heavy-handed up until that point, to the point where he didn't want to hear anything she had to say at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hmm.
Like, I feel like sometimes people with, like, her, and I'm just getting off of what she's presented online, with her personality type, where they just want to control everything, and then they're nagging you about everything, like, oh, we should do this,
Yeah.
don't do that, don't do that, do this, do this, do this, don't do that, to the point where when it does come to something that like she said, have foresight about, then you've already created that dynamic with your man where it's like he's gonna just, purely out of not wanting to be nagged, is just not gonna take into consideration what you have to say.
Hmm.
Like, what do you think
Yeah,
about
that makes
that?
sense. You pretty much like took the words out of my mouth. Like, I agree with what you're saying.
And it's
That's
just,
all.
I feel like a lot of women don't realize how they come across. They might think
Yeah.
that it's helpful, but it's really something else.
Yeah, they struggle with the self-awareness thing.
And I'm not saying like I'm the most self-aware all the time. I surely do have, like, my own little social things that I struggle with, but at a certain point, if you're like constantly nagging somebody, like, you have to take a step back and ask yourself, like, would you want somebody talking to you that way?
Hmm.
Would you want someone treating you that way? Most times people will say no.
Yeah. Yeah, I always tell women to do that as dating advice. Always flip it and, see how you would feel if you were in the other person's shoes.
Absolutely. Oh,
That's
and
good advice.
if there's any point in the video where you want me to stop because you have something to say, like, let me know.
Okay. All right.
It just went nosedive from there. It was like a domino effect. It took a toll on our marriage. It ruined our business relationship. That was the beginning of ruining our business relationship, because there was so much stuff that happened after that as well. But when you are working with your spouse, you're married. You're married and you're doing business together, so you never get a break. That also took a toll on our marriage. Before you know it, I'm pregnant again. Like I said, the kids would not stop coming in. If I was still with him, I definitely would be getting my tubes removed or tied. By the end, where things just were not going to get any better, and we both knew that it was over. I knew that it was over. He knew that it was over. He had a very bad attitude towards me. In the beginning, where it was us and we were doing this together, it had completely went to his head, and now it was him and what he built. A lot of people like to talk about how in marriage it's what's his is yours and what's yours is his. Listen, when you go through a divorce, when people come into money that they didn't have before, never had in their entire life, you see a different side of people. You are going to see that person's true colors. And yeah, that may be the case that, you know, you have these different things that the court may see as joint, and but who wants to go through all of that? Who wants to go through a nasty divorce? It's not going to be handed to you. You have to go to court and fight for those things. If you've been a stay-at-home mom where he's the only one with access to the money, what are you going to do? You have to be able to afford an attorney, or you go in pro se and you have to do all of these things, navigate this on your own. So it's like there's so much to unpack. But with all of that being said, it has changed my entire view on marriage, relationships, family, and single parent households.
I am curious because I know you did that live stream about Eloho, where she was talking about the stingiest man and all of that. So how do you feel about this whole conversation about like financial abuse?
I think, wait, like in general?
Yeah, like how some of the women use it. Like, for instance, she's throwing that term around for her situation, and so did Eloho throw around that term of financial abuse.
Well, I'm just confused because I be trying to find like where the abuse is. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm missing something. Do you think that this lady was like financially abused?
Um, for me, when I hear the term financial abuse, what comes to mind is you're married or you're in a committed relationship and the other person is forcing you not to have an income, right? So like
Exactly.
if and I can speak on this from experience because there was a relationship that I was in where the man did not want me to work. I wanted to get a job, and he was like, "No, you're not doing that," and was like shaming me for wanting to have a job. So I think that once you get into that territory where they're telling you you can't work, that's when it becomes financial abuse.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're right on point. Okay, so you're basically on the point that I was thinking, but I wasn't sure if I was tripping or not because I don't be seeing the abuse. I think that these ladies are using these words out of context. Abuse is serious, but hey,
No, I agree. You can't just throw around that word without actual evidence of it because it's one thing if you say, "Yeah, my I didn't work. I was a stay-at-home mom and he made all the money." Um but the man didn't stop you from trying to work, right? Didn't stop you, didn't say like, "No, you need to stay home with the kids," or you can't have a side hustle or you can't do
yeah.
this. You know, versus like a situation where that is exactly what's happening. They're telling you what you can and can't do. You can't have access to getting your own money. Um, that's when it becomes financial, in my opinion, that's when it becomes financial abuse.
Yeah, it's either or. Sometimes I've heard stories where the woman was going through DV and she'll go to work, but the man takes her entire check. That's financial abuse.
I agree.
Not
Yes.
with what these girls are describing nowadays, no. But I didn't want to be insensitive, so I, held my tongue, but I don't be hearing the abuse. They
Right.
just want to be victims. She's trying really hard with the victim narrative, but
Absolutely.
hey.
Like for instance, this one comment, Marcus, he says financial abuse has two definitions. The one we think about is where the man controls access to all the money. The one that YouTube women have is where he doesn't splurge on them.
Oh my God, is he on my page or something? I literally said that about that's the situation I am Eloho was in. That damn stupid video.
Oh my God. Didn't she say something about, well, I ordered some $40 Uber Eats and he was asking me about it? Like, why you upset about $40 Uber Eats? Oh my God. I wanted to throw my phone.
Like, does this really need to be a story time? like, are you serious? Like,
not only that,
y'all want a victim narrative so bad. I don't know, what do you think about that? Did you think that was crazy?
First of all, $40 for one person is crazy. Like, that's
Yeah.
already a lot of money. Like, unless you're like trying to do it like I'm taking myself out, but $40 on some Uber Eats is ridiculous. But you know, the fact that she was like, well, why is he asking me about this? I was, I was pregnant in this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yeah, you do have to eat. Don't get me wrong. You do have to eat. But it's like, maybe we don't have to eat the most expensive thing. Like, and not only that, when you think about men that have money, there's a reason why they have money.
Yeah,
There's a reason why they still have their money. It's because they're not spending it frivolously.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they want to get with a man that has a bunch of money, but then they want to engage in behaviors that will make him broke.
Yep.
Oh my God, he wouldn't let me get $40 Uber Eats. Financial abuse. Girl, shut the hell up.
Crazy. Like, and pretty soon the word abuse, it's gonna lose its meaning because people just use it for anything. Like, the actual people that are experiencing it, no one's gonna care. They're gonna have to fight for their life to prove that they're experiencing it. Like Cassie, like, at first people didn't believe that Diddy put hands on her until the footage came out. But hey, people be lying too much. People exaggerate too much. Too many girls love the victim narrative.
I agree 1000%. And that's just like with anything when it comes to certain words that hold a lot of weights. Like, for instance, racism. Once you call everything racist, nothing becomes racist. No one cares anymore. So when a situation arises that truly is racist, that truly does need attention, and you call it out, people are just going to say, oh, it's just that woke BS again. They're just complaining again. And it works in the opposite of our favor when you call everything abuse or you call everything racist. Like, it's so annoying.
Absolutely. No, that's what's happening to me. I see all these story times. My ex was a narcissist. Nowadays, if you say, like, narcissist is a big word, but if you use it now, nobody cares. Even every woman has a narcissistic ex now. Nobody cares. Like, the sky's blue.
So it almost gives cover for people that actually are narcissists. Because if you call it out for what it actually is and you use it correctly, then people just think you're jumping on a trend of calling everybody a narcissist.
Girl, I hate that because I like to talk about psychology on my page. So sometimes, when necessary, I will call certain people narcissists, but it starts to sound like a buzzword rather than like a psychological term. I hate that so much. I just sound like another 1,000 people using the word.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
Like, even with the word trauma, you can't use the word trauma anymore because, oh, well, you're just like, it sucks. The people who misused it now make it impossible for us to use it correctly because we'll just get lumped in. People will hear that word and then they'll just shut their brain off, even though what we're describing is exactly that. It's so irritating.
Very.
I feel like it's an attack on the English language when folks do that. Just insane.
I used to judge single women, that not necessarily the ones that were married and had their kids in wedlock and it just didn't work out, but women who chose to just go into it, never been married, and just having children. When things happen to you, you start to see that, hey, maybe it's not what I thought it was. I think that men have a big responsibility when it comes to family, and they are falling short. A lot of us women want family, and we want it beyond just because we're building something together in a legacy. This is in our nature. This is what we desire as women. We want our children to grow up with both parents. For the most part, I feel like that was used against me, and it kept me trapped for so long because my heart desired something so bad. I endured a lot of things that I shouldn't have. I stayed for much longer than I should have because I was trying to hold on to something that was not going to happen.
Oh my God. Okay, so I'm sorry for like stopping it so frequently, but she says so many things that just, it makes me wonder, okay, so did you try to fix those things? Because like when women get on here and say, well, I endured all this, I endured all, did you try to fix it? Like, did you try to make the situation better? Did you talk? Did you communicate? Did you seek counseling? Did you self-reflect? It's just like, what do you mean?
Usually,
I endured?
She's trying to use all these big words to make herself sound like I don't know, a survivor. Sorry, can you hear me chewing?
No, you're good. You're good. But yeah, like, it's just, I hate when folks get out here and talk about how much they endured. I endured this, I endured that. It's not about sitting around and enduring things. It's about working through them. It's about getting through it, finding solutions. Because if you sit around and you just sit there and you so-called endure, you're going to become resentful.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Like, she seems bitter. I mean, rightfully so. Her man left, but yeah, bitter and resentful.
Absolutely. Shout out to Horizon Media Gaming. Thank you so much for the 999 super. You said late to the stream, but shout out to my YouTube cousins, Sandra and Justin. Hey, Blunt Girlies. Shout out to married women collaborating to bring us amazing content. Thank you so much for the super. Yeah, I love collaborating with Blunt Girly because, she's level-headed. Like, there's so many just ridiculous people out there. When you find somebody that has their head on right and they have so much to say about different topics, I appreciate the good sis coming on the channel.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. When I first met you, what attracted me to you was you were refreshing. Your takes, So yeah, I feel the same.
Thank you. I think we have just like a little bit left of the video. I think I'm gonna try to let it play. Hopefully she don't say nothing crazy, because that's what made me stop the video. But I'm gonna try to let it play for the rest and then like give our final thoughts.
Okay.
And I prolonged the situation to the point that it hurt me more than it helped me. Men have a responsibility and a duty. It's biblical to be kind and be good to their wives. You're supposed to treat your wife the way that Christ treated the church or looked at the church. And a lot of men are not godly enough to even do those things these days. A lot of people are not godly enough to carry out these, what it takes to manage, run, operate, and keep two individuals together and raise their children. But I say all of that to say that that is what I wanted. And I know that I went in with it with my heart. It didn't work out. No matter how hard I tried. And I know that he put forth some effort too, but this is why I believe and I say that it's almost like a curse. No matter how much you want it, if it doesn't work out, you feel like a failure. That's one of the reasons why I am going to be posting more. I'm going to be talking about these things on my channel. I'm going to be doing reaction videos as well. I'm going to continue to do that with women who have gone through similar experiences. I'm going to be reacting to their videos and giving my opinion. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments. If you have any questions or if
The rest is just her outro. But I have yet to see her do a reaction video.
I know she completely hasn't done that recently.
It's just more, dumping and dumping and dumping about, her ex-husband and telling us
She needs
because
some
those videos.
friends.
Yeah, yeah. I don't disagree. But yeah, I think she saw how popular that video was, dunking on her husband, and all the bitter women were in there just patting each other on the back in the comment section. So she saw that that was working, and I think just doubled down on it and was like, let me just go through every little detail and make
Yeah,
content.
she's hella milking it. That's why I just lost interest because her recent videos are boring. Like, okay, we get it. Like, he left. All
Yeah,
right.
it's
Like
just
sometimes people they drag topics on their channel. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I get it. It's just, you know, like for instance, like with this whole situation, the drama that I'm investigating, understand once I'm done, I am done. And I honestly, I can't wait to stop talking about it. I want to get back to the other videos I was doing because honestly, like that was way more interesting. Um, I think like specifically with, the series that I'm covering right now with my channel, I think because I have a very strong sense of right and wrong, and that's why it rubs me the wrong way so bad.
Hmm.
Like people being
Yeah.
so misleading with like their content and then weaponizing their audience against other people. Like you've gone through smear campaigns before. So, um seeing somebody who actively does that towards other people really does irritate me. So that's why I'm dragging this situation. But best believe I cannot wait to get back to the content that I'm used to doing because it's too much.
No, it. I saw that you contacted one of the girls, right?
I'm actually in contact with two of the girls
Oh my
and one
god,
of the
that's so
girls by
cool.
proxy. But yeah, it's a mess. That
How did
whole
you do
situation
that?
is a mess. So, basically what happened was I had made videos talking about the topic, and the main girl at the heart of this, she was leaving comments on my videos, and which was crazy because in the first videos that I made, I was like, this heifer is crazy. Like, it's like the first few videos I made was just like, yeah, she's crazy as cat shit. This don't make sense, that don't make sense. But then the fact that she even just had the willingness to listen to what other people had to say on the topic and not get angry because people felt like she was being misleading or felt like she was not being completely forthcoming. Um, you know, it made me think like, okay, let me go ahead and reach out and see if she's willing to have a conversation because I feel like when people do a lot of these interviews and stuff, they rarely ever give like the correct amount of pushback or they don't ask the right questions. So originally, I got in contact with her because I wanted to interview all three of the women at the same time because with that whole situation, there were so many details that were misconstrued, dates that were out of order. There were some people saying, "Oh, he got three women pregnant in 5 months," but that's not what happened. It was more like two women, and then the other woman was apparently pregnant years ago. So I
Yeah.
wanted to get all three of them together to really figure out, okay, what exactly is this timeline? And let's clear up any of the misconceptions or, plead your case or whatever the case may be. And my plan was to give, obviously be honest and give pushback to anything that I thought didn't make any sense. But what ended up happening, that interview kind of fell through. But the ladies, like, after me looking at the situation more, when I tell you it got worse for Abba, because the more I looked at all the details that he said in his video, and then the lady started sending me receipts of what actually was happening, then I was like, okay, this is bigger than you're just a hypocrite. Like, this is much bigger than you live your life one way and then you chastise other people online for behaving that very same way. So it was a
Girl,
mess.
everybody does that. That's why I make sure to tell people there's none of that going on my channel. What I tell people to do, I do it myself too. Cause yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that type of hypocritical behavior is so gross. And not only that, he's been caught, misleading people, like cutting out details to make the women look crazy. Like, for instance, with Libby, um she had told the story about how they got into a fight when she was visiting him, and apparently, like, for the days prior, because she was there for about 4 days, 4 or 5 days, and he was sitting there playing video games damn near the entire time while she was just sitting there kind of like on her phone in a different room. And mind you, she's pregnant at the time. And then he brings up a conversation on like the last day she's supposed to be there about how, people are hot in different places and how women are hot in Spain. And she'd already talked to him about that and said that that was a conversation she didn't want to have. And then they have this whole fallout. She's doing an interview and she's talking about this moment. And this ninja clips the interview and only mentions the conversation about people in Spain, but does not leave in the context that he was ignoring her for several days prior to that point
Oh,
to make her
I
look
don't
crazy.
even girl, I don't even watch them. Number one, I'm just not into their content. It's not for me. But I've seen a couple of their videos in the past when they'll cover like drama like Sadia Khan. Yeah, I think I did notice that their content is misleading sometimes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it was just a mess. Like, and you could see the jump cut in everything. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, you could see
Yeah.
you could see where he cut that out, and he did it so perfectly to make it sound like she was saying one complete sentence. So you would
Yeah,
think that she
that's
didn't say
crazy.
anything about the video game. So it was like you're deceiving like you're being deceptive. And it's
Wow.
like the more I look at it, the worse it gets for him. Because, we could say all the cookie cutter stuff of, oh, well, they should all have worn a condom, obviously. Oh, you shouldn't let men nut inside you, obviously. We could have those conversations, but that's cookie cutter. That's surface level. I don't need to say the obvious. People
Yeah.
want me to say the obvious on the channel, but I'm looking at these things in the way that, and see, and I'm gonna get off my soapbox about this, but the way he cut and spliced the evidence to make her look crazy, I want other YouTubers, especially smaller channels, to understand that if somebody gets away with doing that and misleading their audience to create a smear campaign about someone, because he already did this to somebody else, you can then understand the moment you piss that person off, they're going to do the same thing to you or to somebody else, and it's going to be completely undeserving. So whenever somebody is behaving that way, where they're being deceptive, they're clipping things out of context, they're forming narratives about people that are just not true. That is something that we, especially if they have a large audience and they're able to weaponize that audience against smaller content creators, that's
Mhm.
dangerous because that could take money out of your pocket. Let it be you with a smear campaign like that. You're going to hope that somebody like me is willing to comb through the details and sort it out and show how they're lying on your name. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I've been kind of obsessing over this, because I see how big this problem could be. Like, you do this to one person, you do it to another person, that means you're just going to keep doing this to people you don't like. I don't know.
No,
But
I see what you're saying.
yeah, like, imagine, like, when you had things going on with you, if you didn't have like the confidence or the skill to really fight
Hmm.
for yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you handled yourself really well through that, but it's like, imagine that times 2 million, because that's how many
Oh
subs they
yeah,
have. It's way worse. You know what I mean?
girl. Oh, I know. Smear campaigns are rough.
Yeah, and they're not fair. So especially like when it's unwarranted. It's one thing if someone does something and they are deserving of the criticism and all that. It's another thing if the person is fabricating things in order to do the smear campaign, in order to, talk about that person. So that's why I'm so invested in this, because I could see how this could be a problem in other areas. It's not just
Yeah.
about, the women at the heart of this. It's about the behavior, because it could happen to anybody. You could say something he doesn't like, and next thing you know, he's sicking his 2 million subscribers on you. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
It's just people don't
Oh.
think ahead at what the bigger problem is. But I'm
Every
off my
time you
soapbox.
oh no. This is a venting live stream. But every time you upload a video about them, I just get my popcorn.
Yeah, girl. I'm working on another one right now. I think I have like maybe 2 more videos that I want to make, and then I want to just kind of take a step back and go back to my regular schedule programming, cuz
Mhm.
it's just, I feel like the more I keep looking at it, the more things I'm going to find.
Mhm.
And you know, I
It'd be
don't
like
think
that.
people are ready for that conversation, but at least it's out there that this person is able to do this, so that if and when it happens again, because people like this that deceive others, they never really stop. They just try to get better at it. If and when it happens to somebody else, the evidence will be out there that that behavior is documented. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, that's so dope of you.
I'm trying. I'm trying, but it's stressful. Um it's definitely stressful, but I think I only have like 2 more videos that I want to put out about this, and then I'm going to go back. I have like 5 or 6 videos about about completely different things that I want to get to, cuz
What is your other topics about?
let me see. There were some really
Give
good
us a
topics.
teaser.
I wrote them down somewhere. Hold on. Let me see if I can find my little paper. My little paper with my ideas, because I can't remember off the top of my head of what I recorded. Um, Let me see. I don't remember. I just know that. I just know that. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it, because I have all of my recordings saved. I have a video talking about, the fat acceptance community, and how like they love to jump on and attack women that were part of that community, and then they leave and they start losing weight and doing better for themselves, how they will attack them. And there was this one woman, and they were attacking her really hard. Um, yeah, they were attacking her really hard, and it was a mess. Let me see.
Ooh.
Oh, this is another one. Hold on. So there was this other story that I really wanted to do the reaction for, and it was this mom, and she had like a 18-year-old son or 17-year-old son, and he was about to graduate from high school, right? He was about to graduate from high school, and um he wanted to get a tattoo, right? He wanted to get a tattoo,
Mhm.
and his mom had already let him get a tattoo with his cousins like a year or so ago.
Mhm.
But then she was like, "No, I don't want you to get a tattoo until after you graduate." But then also he started working a job, and she was like, "Well, you need to pay me $500 a month from your job, because you need to help me with the bills." And just like the whole situation was so stupid. She wanted him to pay bills, but then also wanted to treat him like he was just a child in the house. Like, you can't do that. It's partly his house if he's paying those bills.
Oh, this sounds interesting.
Girl, it was a mess. They were eating her up in the comment section, and rightfully so. She was like, "Oh well, yeah, you gonna have to send me that five. You gonna run me my $500. I need my $500." And so she's taking basic, because there's no way he's making a lot of money as a teenager working a job. Like, you can't work full time while going to high school. So he's probably only getting maybe $700 a month, if that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're taking 500 of it to pay bills, but then you want to chin check him and treat him like a child in the house. No, he's the man of the house if he's paying bills. And I personally don't like the idea of tattoos. I want to get mine removed. But if you're gonna make him have grown responsibilities, then he should at least get the grown, because he's 18, he could get the tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
But she's trying to hold that over his head, and then he gets the tattoo, and she kicks him out of the house.
What?
Mm-hmm. She kicks him out of the house.
She sounds toxic.
And she films it and posts it online. Films herself kicking him out of the house. And he leaves. He's graduating from high school, and she's trying to get in contact with him. And he tells her, "You're not invited to my graduation." And then she want to get on the internet and be sad.
What the heck, girl? I need you to upload that like immediately.
There was one comment that was so funny. They were like, "I wouldn't invite my landlord to my graduation either."
Wow, I'm done. No, seriously.
But yeah, there's like a bunch of videos like that I want to get back to. But, my desire for what's right is right, and wanting to make sure that type of like shiesty behavior doesn't go unchecked. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I can't pull myself away until I make sure I've said everything I need to say. And then I'm gonna move on and go back to ignoring that channel altogether.
Girl, I understand. Like, people don't realize, like, us content creators, sometimes with certain topics, we can get passionate. It happens to me too.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's sad how people can weaponize a huge audience to attack other people unnecessarily and unwarranted. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you get somebody with a big platform like that and they say one lie, there are so many people that will believe that lie until the day they die,
Mm-hmm.
no matter how many facts or evidence is put in front of their face. Like, so that's why stuff like that is very dangerous, and that's why I'm so passionate about it. Because if I see it happening to somebody else, I understand it can also happen to me. It can happen to you. It can happen to the next person. So it needs to be nipped in the bud.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna just like take a deep breath. We've been on here for like almost 3 hours. I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah. Oh.
I know we've been on for 3 hours. This is kind of like a last minute stream.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to take up too much of your time. I do appreciate you coming on the channel.
Oh, yeah, it was fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was definitely I think the word is cathartic at the beginning, just being able to just kind of vent about the nonsense that we have to deal with being YouTubers, being in the public.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was really good. I definitely needed that because
Girl, I know. You don't have any, like, I feel like all YouTubers, they need like support, whether it's a therapist, another YouTuber. Like, do you have anyone's like phone number on YouTube?
No, not on YouTube. I mostly just kind of vent to my man. Like, he's my therapist.
Oh.
Yeah, just as my therapist, I kind of just vent to him. When I see a dumb comment, I like run up to him and I'm like, "Do you see this?"
Oh my God, me too. Wow.
But yeah, so Justin, you're in the comments saying bring Blunt Girly Man on. First of all, Justin, I asked you if you would
Oh
do
my
a
god.
double date stream with me, and you said no.
I'm down. I'm
I think that would
down.
be fun. I think that would be a lot of fun because like Justin's crazy. It sounds like you. It sounds like your man's crazy too. Like
It's
it'll
the
be
same.
funny.
Yeah, it definitely will. Between those two, he reminds me of my hubby.
So yeah, like when I hear you guys doing your banter, it reminds me of me and Justin too. It's just as funny. But it is getting late. I'm gonna let you go, but we definitely have to
Oh,
kiki again.
I know. I hope you invite me back.
Oh, of course. And next time I'll have it be a little bit more organized. Like this was a little bit last minute, but the next time I'll make sure I'll be on my Virgo energy and and be very organized and have everything laid out and stuff.
They say us Pisces, we're like more, I guess, free spirited. So this live was fine to me, but okay.
All right, but thank you so much for being on the channel. Y'all, go subscribe. Go subscribe to Blunt Girly, okay? She has wonderful content. If you're tired of commentary that really isn't commentary, where they're just saying everything that you already know, they're just repeating everything that everyone else says. If you're tired of that type of content, I say content in air quotes. If you're tired of that, definitely go over to the Good Sisters channel. I have her linked in the description. Um, there's a nice little hyperlink with Blunt Girly's name. Definitely go check the Good Sis out and
Oh,
subscribe.
thanks. Oh, thank you. I love your audience. They're always so nice to me.
Yeah, they're very tame. I'm
Yeah.
surprised that I haven't had like a bunch of trolls given like the last week. So yeah, it's been pretty chill. I've been blessed.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, you get a lot of trolls.
I know. Just like what the girl said. She said women love beefing with me. Like, I don't know why everybody likes. I don't know what it is about me. Like, I don't know. People like bothering me.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Cause like you're so real. Like I'm sorry, I listen to your commentary. It's blunt, but it's not mean spirited.
It's not. Thank you.
Like folks need to be able to tell the difference between somebody being mean spirited versus somebody just being honest and just telling you the truth. Like it's just insane.
But I noticed the difference. Your channel is more sometimes like more tame than mine. Mine, oh my goodness. I be having so many trolls in my live stream. It's too much.
Yeah, they just be saying all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yes. Oh my god, like one person asked me, they said, is it roast beef or pink? Like, I don't know, they're just
What?
weird. I don't know.
I hope you hear my dog.
Maybe.
My daughter was like, "What?" She heard me say it. No, she didn't hear what you said. She just heard what I said. Yeah, I have you in my headphones. She just heard me respond with like, "What?" And then she repeated, "What?"
Girl, it's ghetto on my channel, y'all. So just be prepared. It's very ghetto over there. I feel like your channel is more like classy a little bit. Your audience.
I mean, I feel like your content is classy. It's just people are just so triggered by what you have to say. And I think the fact that your channel is faceless also like creates that mystery. So people like feel more engaged, I guess, because they wanna find out more about you because you have that mystery.
I know, right?
But yes, definitely, you guys go and subscribe to Blunt Girly. I see Justin, trolling me in the chat saying he unsubbed from both of us.
Wow, that's so mean.
Anyways, Justin, Blunt Girly doesn't have you hidden on the channel.
Okay. I hid him. No, I hide a lot of people. I block a lot of people. Wait, is he hidden?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so. I'll go check.
I don't think he said anything crazy. Well, maybe he did. He talks crazy in my chat, so I don't know. But
Well, my mods be on it, so it
oh
might have been
yeah.
my mods. I'll like try to undo it. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah, your mods are on it. They be
They
protecting
do.
you, and I love that. I love how your mods protect you.
Yes. They don't play. Because I get a lot of trolls, so you can't,
Yeah.
you gotta tread lightly or you might get confused with the trolls
Yeah,
and
that's
get blocked.
true. That's true. Yeah, people will be saying the craziest stuff in your chat. Yeah, they're just triggered. They're triggered by the fact that they don't know what you look like, so that entices them more. Your voice is very feminine, so that makes them feel some type of way about their probably masculine ass voice. And then the content that you cover, it promotes actually putting in work to do better. And nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to be accountable for the way their life has turned out. Everyone wants just a pity party. And because you don't throw pity parties over there, they get triggered. They get mad.
Basically, pretty much. That's funny.
But yeah, I feel like I would keep going on tangents and tangents and tangents.
Girl, I'm gonna be honest. It's hard to get me off the phone. Like me and my friends be talking all day. Like I don't know.
I know, right? It's just it's so easy to just keep going because it's like stuff always comes up or you just end up getting into
Exactly.
other conversations. But I am gonna let you go because I do have to eat something too.
I'm eating right now. I'm eating yogurt. I've been eating this whole time.
I feel you. But thank you so much again for coming on the channel. We definitely got to do this again. I actually want us to do like a collaboration video where we film it and edit it off screen and then post it like as a regular video. I think that would be so much fun.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know how to do that, but
yeah, I could take
good.
care of that. So like what we could do is we could find a topic that we both want to talk about. You can record your audio for it and then I can put it together into a video of like a mix of our commentary on the topic. I think it'll be fun.
What? That sounds cool. Okay.
All right. And we could probably do like a part 1, part 2 and put like one part on my channel, the other part on your channel so that it's like a crossover.
Yeah, oh that's cool. That's cute.
But we'll talk about that later.
All right, I'm gonna let you go for real. Like you need to eat.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody in the chat. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.
Oh, bye.
Bella, say
Oh.
deuces. She's so cute. Bye, y'all.